What's up, everyone? How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Happy CVC. Happy CVC is the beginning of the week. We are just logging on right now. It is 6 a.m. It's 6 a.m. for me. I've been up for a little bit already, so good morning. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. What's up, Jamie? Carnifex, how are you? First stream. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, first stream. All good. So I play on two accounts, so you might see my eyes move off the screen pretty frequently because I'm trying to manage my other account here. I haven't done my dailies on both the accounts, so I will have to put quite a bit of work in just to get that going. Hey David, how are you? How's it going? You've been up for 5 hours already. Guess we are on different parts of the world, I guess. Delios, how are you? What province are you in? 7 a.m. in Alberta. I'm BC, so I'm West Coast. Hey Patel, how are you? How's everybody doing? How's your CVC? We got a big one here today. We're up against Czech Republic. I love the name Czech Republic. Very smart. And yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a slog here. Let me set my settings here a little bit, make the screen a little bit nicer. There we go. But yeah, we'll be doing all our dailies, doing all our CVC stuff here. Sorry, like I said, I'm darting across some screens here. Ontario, okay, cool. Hello, East Coast, Ontario. Night shift be like you've been up for 12 hours now. Nice, man. That is some crazy stuff. Soul Merchant, 6 star, 6 stars Ultimate Death Knight, but no Marius. Still waiting on 6 star Marius here. Okay, let's pick up our, let's see, clan boss first. Do we have CC luck? Slept a good 3 hours. Yeah, that's usually how it goes for me as well. But ooh, Sacred Shard, there we go. But yeah, lately I've been sleeping a little bit more. I did take a little bit of a mini break. I was kind of offline for about day and a half. I was offline for like about a day and a half, and it was pretty good. I didn't do much content making. Didn't really play the game that much outside of just doing some dailies and walking away. But yeah, it felt pretty good to be kind of not focused on raid that much the last day or so. But yeah, let's do some of this stuff here. It would be nice to, let's see. I wish the multi battles would be a little bit more. The background battles would be a little bit more useful, but unfortunately they're not. Like it would be nice to like do some arena while stuff is going on in the background. But yeah, it's pretty basic at this point. Like I can go here, I can do stuff in my gear stuff, or tavern, but it's not really that much extra you can do. Sorry if I missed it, but did you pull the mythical relic from your live arena yet? No, I haven't yet. I'm gonna save all my relic material stuff for a video. I have quite a bit of crafts here. I usually don't craft outside of videos. So yeah, that's about it. I know people just kind of craft as they get them, but I don't really like to do one at a time. I much rather do it all at once so I can get something useful. But that's just me. It's probably a negative because you don't get the relic right away. So probably a bit of a negative there. Look at these events, so nasty. Dungeon diving event. This is like nothing. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, this is this is a good time for a break, right? Like Fire Night, not a great time to spend energy, to be honest. I was off break for 2 days, dropped from Gold 4 Classic to Silver 2. Oh wow. Is that how it goes? That's some pretty big drop there. 2 days. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean this clan it should be a bit of a battle. We're going for a 100th trophy here, so you know, we should be expected to go pretty hard here. And yeah, I mean that's totally totally fine. It's just it would be nice to have something like a nicer event to like put some points towards, like putting points towards this Fire Knight Demon Spawn Fire Knight, and these rewards are awful. These rewards are awful, and no one gives a hoot about this Fire Knight Demon Spawn event. Good thing they didn't have like Titan points or anything like that. And by default, look at this, guys. I'm 6th place. I don't have a single point. By default, I'm in 6th place. That's awesome. Hey Christian, how are you? No, good. How are you doing? We're just waiting for this multi battle or background battle to finish. So, and then we can do something else. It's so stupid, right? We might as well just do the non-background multi battles here. But I'm just playing on the alt as we wait, basically. Hopefully you guys having good CVC yourselves. Tried Ultra Nightmare today. First time hit 21.141 keys. So exciting. Nice. Yeah, first time you start hitting the 4 key damage. Yep. All right, let's check the results. Yay, we got 4 of these big ones. That's huge. That's massive. All right, let's actually, you know what? I'm just gonna finish it up. Usually I start buying these daily, or at least kind of daily-ish, with the 150 gems, just because the resource is, one of the, those end game resources that I need. And gems are, gems are just stuff you farm normally. So I did make that decision to start spending some gems just to get the additional Mortal Soulstone. It's not the best deal, to be honest. I don't really like it outside of the Void Sunday, but that little bit extra gives, a little bit extra chance at something useful, I guess. Let's see here. What day is it today? Today is the 1st. Okay, today's the 1st. Thoughts on Titus? I have some thoughts on Titus. I can't share them though right now. How much of a pain is Marius to get, and how long did it take you? Marius has some painful missions. I'm not gonna lie. I made a whole video on the entire mapping of the Marius missions, so you can check that out. It's on my channel. Just type in Marius. But it gives you a good outline on what to expect and what missions will give you a lot of trouble and how to prepare for them. Some missions will be gated by energy up to, it could be thousands of energy, because some of the missions are very specific, like farm or mythical chess pieces. Like something like that. I forgot what it was, but it's something like that. And that takes you I think 8,000 energy or something. The other one that is very annoying for some people is the farm 80 immortal soul coins from the Iron Twins, and that could take people a month. And that is, it could take you a month spending 150 gems a day doing Iron Twins extra. So that could be a real pain for you. And I think most people get stuck on Fire Knight Hard 10. If you don't have the right champions for Hard 10 is a massive pain in the butt. So that could be a hard stop for some people, whereas the other missions are kind of like energy and resource gated. Fire Knight Hard 10 is definitely a roster limitation. So if you don't have the right roster, you're going to be stuck on the Fire Knight. And trying to set a unkillable clan boss team with the Mytha, but it's so hard. Yeah, the Mytha, I do a paid service. I'm not going to be doing the we do one free takeover a month. That's why I try to commit to, for myself, for my personal time. I do paid takeovers. You can reach out to me on Discord for anything like that. Demytha is pretty well researched in terms of how to make teams with her. It is kind of tricky because she requires really high speed for her to work well, unless you have more ways of staying alive, let's say. So if you want her to do it by herself, she needs to be quite fast, usually around 300 speed. and that will depend on what kind of champions you have around her. The slowest I've seen her work in a team where she's doing it by herself, meaning that she's the only block damage champion, is about 270-ish speed. So if you can't hit those speeds, then don't even, it's not even going to be a thing. And you can't do it with her by herself, but it's going to be roster dependent. Yeah, it depends. There's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah. Let's see. In July, will there be a new free login Lego? Yes, there will be. She was leaked out last month. She's terrible. I didn't even cover her because everybody was talking about her. But from what I can see, she is terrible. And yeah, but she's free. She's a free Lego, so you can't really go that wrong, but she's terrible. Is this fusion going to be expensive in terms of resources? Does his affinity increase the requirements generally? Yes, I would say so. Yep. You can look at past void fusions, and from what I remember, more often than not, they will increase in terms of cost. I don't know if it's because Plarium views them as void, therefore they're going to raise the price, or if there's some other reason, maybe Plarium views the champion as really good, and then they raise the price. I think they do that. They have like some kind of dynamic price adjustment on their side. So, hey Mustang, what's up, man? You can't do hard 10 at all. Yeah, that's something to look forward to. All fusions are expensive on resources. True, yes, and they're getting more and more expensive. So. Plarium's trying to they're finding ways. They're finding ways to get trickier with people, I think, with how much resources they can squeeze in without like directly, like they know that people get upset if you like directly raise resource cost on events. So they're finding other ways to make it, more resource intensive. So they either make events harder or they make more events. Or they try to throw in other surprises and traps, they try to throw in like some events that's gonna, handcuff you a little bit. Like, for example, like in the previous big event that we just had, they were throwing together like, two energy related events that were relatively, not standard. And then they were putting them together, ending them at the same time. So yeah, they're doing some other things to try to mess us up. I think I'll give them credit for trying to do that, but yeah, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical. I think they're doing that on purpose. You're not getting mythical accessories for the mission. Almost spent 3k energy on Spider Hard 9. I mean, it's RNG, but 3k energy, you should be, at hard 9, you should get at least one, I think. Because I think the energy breakdown per mythical on hard 10, I think it's 400 energy per mythical piece, like 5-star or 6-star. I end up sacrificing Skeletor because of how bad he is. Yeah, I don't think Skeletor is... I think Skeletor is kind of bad, but I don't think I would feed him though. I haven't ever fed a legendary just because legendaries are hard to get. And then they can also help you with faction guardians down the line. So I always recommend never to feed legendaries. Skeletor, yeah, he's particularly not great, but it is what it is. He's kind of like an exclusive free champion, right? So it is what it is. You can't expect them to give you like the best champion ever, like all the time. Although, why not? Why not? They should give away good champions all the time because there's so many champions in this game. And most of those like good champions won't even make it into like the the end game teams, right? So there's no real negative to giving people some decent workable champions. Like if you give somebody like Skeletor, it's like what are you gonna do with this guy? What's a brand new player gonna do with Skeletor? I don't know. 5-star chicken. Is there any sneaky information from player about the epic on the fusion? I cannot say anything. I can't say anything about the fusion or things related to the fusion. There is an epic associated with the fusion because it's a mixed fusion. That's known information. But I can't give any information away about what they do or anything like that. Can you show me your Sulfurion? Sure, no problem. He's just in speed gear with some accuracy. Can Galus solo Spider Hard 10? I'm not too sure. Never really looked too much into the chicken. Was hoping a new company taking over would mean nicer play experience. I mean, that's still to be determined, right? Like if you were a big company and you just bought, well, if you were a new company, you just paid $500 million, you know, to acquire a business. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna mess things up too much. Like it's a profitable $500 million investment. You probably wouldn't, you know, jump in there to do too many changes right away. So I would say the verdict is still out with Plarium getting some tweaks from the new company. But yeah, my Sulfurion here, he's just in speed gear. He's got a little bit of accuracy. It's 400 speed. Journal, Incinerate. He's for arena, right? So, but he's good. He does his thing. He does his thing. A little bit of a sneakier speed booster. Have you play tested the fusion yet? No, I have not. But that is on my list of things to do. That's on my list of things to do. So, all right, take care, David. Have a good one, man. Yep, take care. Have a good day. Tell us about the fusion. I cannot say. Sorry about that. I try my best not to leak out information because I'm a good Boy Scout like that, you know. Lots of energy. Start with 15k or something. Yeah, 15k should be enough to do the fusion. That's assuming that you don't do anything else. I mean, 15k is plenty, first of all. 15k means you barely have to play the game. But yeah, that's a lot. How can anyone feed Lego that is time limited? Yeah, that's true. Skeletor is exclusive, yeah. You build up for a month to have it all gone in 2 weeks. I'm against the stockpiling resource. Because then there's like a school of thought where you stockpile resources and then you go into a fusion. So I'm not on that same train. Just because I'm pretty active in the game, so I don't find stockpiling very, you know, really necessary for me. And I think like for a newer player that is active in the game, I don't think stockpiling is a good idea because obviously if you're stockpiling, you're not getting as much progress as you could. But it's a different story if you're, you know, it's a different story if you're not active in the game. If you're not active in the game, then stockpiling is kind of like your only choice. But yeah. I was mad I pulled Yannicka, so I fed her. I would rather have the Faction Guardian. Yeah, of course. Faction Guardian for high elves, very useful, right? For Arbiter and stuff like that, working towards the speed bonus. You don't feed epics that have plus forward. Yeah, I try not to feed epics unless, you know, I plus forward everybody already, so. Well, you know, at least the ones that are useful. Yeah, once you start hitting Ultra Nightmares, like your game totally changes. Like when you're able to do Ultra Nightmare top chest, like it's a new game for you. Like there's a game before Ultra Nightmare and then there's the game after Ultra Nightmare. Like fusions become like a regular possibility once you hit Ultra Nightmare. Because now all you have to do is just do your double clan chest every month and you have the resources, like the most key resources to do any fusion you want per month, right? So like unless you get, you know, stupidly unlucky, or if you are like super inactive or something, then that's gonna, you know, hurt your odds a little bit. But you should gain enough shards from doing Ultra Nightmare every day. You know, you should gain enough to do any fusion regularly at that point. You pulled Loki and Skeletor 6-star souls. Sold them immediately a while back. Yeah, why not? I guess, right? Those are champions that you would maybe you have a really hard time using. I think Loki is a little bit more useful. Loki, his evade ability is a little bit special. It does give him a little bit extra survivability. So it does make it possible for him to do some content better, perhaps. And a 6-star means that he can always land Brimstone and all that. So it could be interesting. I don't know. I haven't explored Loki too much in that way, but I think he could be an option for some people to like solo stuff. Worth spending gems for live arena refill to get max rewards. Yes, of course. Like depending how close you are, right? But those relic materials, 100 of them is extremely hard to get. And if you're that close, then spending the gems, you know, gems are very easily like, you know, you farm them, right? Whereas the relic material is just not easy to get. So I think that's how I would weigh my decision making. Hey John, how are you? What is the best build for Quintus for live arena? Quintus? Probably still going to be Stone Skin with lethal gear. He's very, very squishy champion, so even like some A1s can kill him. So I think I would not feel good bringing him in without Stone Skin. So good morning. XCBC, how's it going? Have you built your Garo yet? I got her the same day as you and was hoping to see your build. No, I didn't build her. I didn't build her at all. I think I leveled her to 60 and I left her. I didn't book her out or anything like that. Didn't put gear on her, didn't do masteries. Like I'll build her eventually because she's a damage dealer for orcs, but honestly, she's not like any kind of priority at all. Did you complete the coalition event? Yes, I fully completed it. Let's see. How often takes off the stone skin from your enemy with Sulfurion? Oh, always. Yeah. 4-star is plenty. Yeah, 4-star is plenty. I think 3-star can work as well, but you have to land I think you have to land all 4 of them. But 4-star works really, really good. I wish I had a 5-star because it gives it a little bit more accuracy, makes this build a little bit easier, but you're almost in platinum? Yeah. Reaching platinum midweek, it's not too difficult because most people don't, you know, the real platinum defenses are hidden until the last, you know, hours, last day, last hours. So it's not a crazy hard thing or abnormal thing to have happen in the beginning of the week, but congrats. Hey, gentlemen, duelist, thank you so much for the $5. Good morning. Have a good Monday. Coffee on me. Thank you so much, man. Loving my new job working from home. So grateful, spraying positive vibes. Everything's looking up. Awesome, man. Hey, thank you so much. Enjoy working from home. It's a game changer. And you know what? And you can, you know, you can quantify it, right? In terms of dollars. Like you save money by, you know, you save money working from home. Like you save stress working from home. You save time working from home. Working from home is awesome as long as you can perform your work, right? Of course, the argument is like you don't have that human connection, but it's not you know, it's not for everybody, right? That's the thing. It's not for everybody's job, and it's not for everybody. So some people prefer to work, you know, in a social setting, but I think, you know, you can definitely quantify it in terms of dollars saved, right? Because then you save commuting, you save the time, you save, sometimes you know, you need lunch, you save the lunch money, you know, you just save money. You save money by working from home. You're more productive actually, because if you don't have work related, let's say like, you know, in terms of, you know, just filling the time like you have in the day at home, it's a lot easier to use up any excess time, right? If you have excess time and it's not, work, nothing from work, and then you can just do like laundry, do your dishes, do your chores, do whatever, right? You do something else, play Raid. But yeah, I'm all for working from home, and it's just the biggest thing. It's just obviously the social aspect definitely suffers, but you can make up for it in other ways, right? Started playing again with the old referral account. It's kind of an odd experience since I didn't do anything. Had brutal campaign, so I was changing. So I have champs trained, but no gear. Let's see. Yeah, Chalco recently. Should I build him? Because I think Thor and Tholin have similar effects. Chalco's really good, man. Like, he's great for Hydra damage. I don't know if that's where you need him to be good. That's the thing, right? Wherever you need him to be good. But he's really good in that area, like for Hydra damage. He has that passive that doesn't allow him to get feared. So whenever the Torment Head is out, he just comes and deals insane amounts of damage. And also, like, the debuff spreading is very, very nice as well. After Wixwell shards should never be a problem. Energy, however. Yeah, exactly. So as long as you can do Ultra Nightmare, the shards shouldn't be a problem. You just have to manage yourself. You know what I mean? You have to manage your shard spending, right? You can't participate in every like 10x or 15x or whatever. You can't pull shards for no reason. Like, you'll have extra, actually. You'll have extra. You don't usually, just doing your Ultra Nightmare clan boss every day should give you some extra shards outside of fusions. So you could, save those for like Titan events. So yeah, you just have to like, be a little bit mindful of how you spend, but it's definitely still doable, right? You have Newt. That's great. Newt's a game changer. You're 980 live arena points without buying refills. So next time, yeah, I think that's a little bit too far. Yeah, 400 points out with a day. I think that's too far. But yeah, next time the relic material is just really hard to get. It's sometimes people will say like, oh, the relics are not that important to you. Fair enough, right? Like some accounts won't be able to utilize relics that much, even though I think all relics are can be good for all accounts. But some people will be like, well, it's not going to impact my account that much, blah blah blah. But it's the fact that they're so hard to get, right? Like, how else are you going to get 100 relic material? You have to do it through Chimera. You have to do the trials. It's not easy to do the trials, and it takes a long time. Like, even for like the best accounts, it takes like a couple weeks, right? Like 2 or 3 weeks just to get 100 mythical relics, right? And for me, like, I don't have 100 mythical Chimera relics yet, so yeah, those mythical relics are pretty hard to get. And I think arena is just it's a month-long daily grind, but it's about right in terms of the expected reward, which is the 100 mythical relics. And yeah, I get that not everyone will be able to do it. It's not easy, right? Doing the live arena grind. But yeah, I think it's worthwhile if you can get it. Hey Brandon, curious about spending 150 gems on Iron Twins every day. Sounds pretty bad in terms of resource management. No, 100%. Like I said, this is not something that I advocate for people to do. But I recognize for my account, the soul stones and blessings are the biggest way to push the account further. And gems are just a farmable resource that have, they're obviously very important, but they're farmable, right? Whereas soul stones and obviously blessings, you can only farm them so much. So I want to max out my ability to farm them. And yeah, unfortunately, you have to pay 150 gems per day to get them. So that's kind of how it goes. But I definitely don't advocate, like, if you're, at all stressed about gem management, then definitely don't participate. Faction Wars, I am super stuck. I'm not really super stuck. Like, I haven't re-geared any of these guys. I'm just doing like the easy thing to do. You know what I mean? Undead, I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done here. Undead's probably the closest one that I have to finishing. 59. I think Sylvan, I'm pretty close. Sylvan, 56. There's another one that I completed, I think. Barbarian, I completed 21. I don't know. I didn't. Oh, Demon Spawn, I did complete 21. But yeah, I'm not really putting too much like emphasis on this stuff. Can I do it with this team? I hate it that it clogs up 8 minutes here. And can't do it on the background, right? You can't do this on the background. Can you please give me some relic ideas for Gizmat, Empress, and Sifi? My Sifi is using the wand, so just for additional speed. I think the wand is just generally very good. Because Gizmat, unless you have pinpoint on him, then the wand. If you don't have pinpoint on Gizmat, then if you don't have pinpoint on Gizmat, then the wand. If you do have pinpoint on Gizmat, then you can probably pick something else. I don't know. There's more options, I'm sure. Let's see. Empress, you could take damage dealer. What's that relic? Death dealer. You always crit, which means you don't weak hit on the stone skin removal, which is really, really strong. I put the wand on Empress because a lot of people, obviously try to shut him down. But yeah, there's lots of different things. You could try Gizmat, damage. I don't know. There's a lot of different relics, I think, that could be useful. But Empress, for me, I use the wand. Sifi, I use the wand. So, do you think Tidus will be helpful for new players? His passive low-key looks absurd. Yes, his passive looks very good. I find, from what I heard from people that were reviewing him, not many people were talking about his passive. His passive looks great. I haven't tested him yet. That's the thing. I haven't tested him yet, but I'm sure the passive just works as it says, and it's probably going to work great. But yeah, the other parts of his kit are a little bit weird, but I haven't tested him yet, so I don't know too much more than what we all know. Do you use bad relics on champions just so every champion has a relic? No, I don't. Because it costs those, fried chicken nuggets to remove it. You know what I mean? And I don't want to waste the resources removing them. You're not farming for a month to pull the axe relic? Yep. It seems like the axe relic comes every month, right? Did you do a video on not that great gear sets? Who to gear? I have accumulated decent gear from many not so top tier sets, but the information about who to give them to is pretty non-existent. Oh shoot. Probably gonna fail here. Yeah, I mean, if it depends, right? Like if you don't have the right sets on everybody, then you just use broken sets. You know what I mean? So broken sets mean that you just accumulate the best stats possible using whatever gear you have on your account. Damn, even my Roto's not strong enough. Come on. Look at this Jin Wan, man. So dang annoying. Jin Wan. Get those buffs off. Dude, Fabian is nuts. Fabian is nuts. Whoever said Fabian was not nuts, whoever passed on Fabian should be very sad. Should be very sad to miss a champion like this. Let's see. You're gonna gamble for a nut? While we're talking about relics, I've done 2 seasons now. What do you think of Serpent Axe? What do you think about 2 Serpent Axes? I drew I opened 2 Serpent Axes as well. So in both seasons, I drew Serpent Axe as well. And I got the harp as well. So I got nothing useful, okay? I got nothing useful. It's useless, man. The axe is useless. I hope that they do some kind of adjustment where they will, buff some of the where they're gonna buff it, right? Like, come on, man. It's just so useless, like the stupid axe. So I think maybe they'll do some adjustments in the future. That's my wishful thinking, but we never know what they're gonna do. Oh, so Mikage transforms. Mikage transforms when everybody's dead. Strange. Strange. Sorry, guys. This is me trying to get through this stage without failing once and wasting more time. What is nice is that you can do all three at the same time, so which is really nice. Even though you can't really speed farm it yet. Like this is a pretty good team. I just don't have AoE decreased defense on this squad. Damn it. +1 1+1 ancient or sacred will be next time. Sacred should be popping up pretty soon. But yeah, you're right. The 1+1 should be coming pretty soon. Maybe next week because we have CVC today. It could be next week. Usually they happen in the down week, the non-CVC week. So it could happen next week. But I don't know which one would happen. Probably could full auto this at this point. I forgot what this boss does. What does he do? Oh, reflect damage. Okay, this is what I was saving this for. Strip that off. Okay, I'm just gonna full auto this. Catch up on chat. Pulling every mortal soulstone tomorrow. Yes. Apparently, the percentages for the 4-star just gets doubled, and then the percentages of the 1, 2, and 3-star get lowered. So I thought it was possibility that Plarium removed, I don't know, that they made it somehow worse by adding the increase to the 4 stars. But apparently not. Apparently it's just a straight upgrade for everybody. So it's a good thing. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be pulling all my soulstones tomorrow. I'll be doing my relics probably pretty soon too. Does everybody sandbag tag team at the higher tiers? Yes. Yeah. The higher the tier you get, the more coordinated and active everybody gets. And in tier 4, obviously that's where people are the most active. During CVC, everyone that is online, they basically just put in the 1-star. The 1 champion. Oh shoot, this one might be a fail. Like, you know what I mean? This is stupid reflect damage. I have to make sure CP revives. Yeah, Rotos comes back. And let's protect Sifi for a second here. Okay, we should be okay. Should be okay here. Come on. One more hit. There we go. 14 of these legendary mats. 5-star 5. Look at this. 5-star is 5-star nonsense. 5-star nonsense, guys. I'm going to gamble for Nut. I don't have one, and it'll make me finish Fire Knight Hard 10. Still looking forward to your Fusion showcase tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's, I haven't played the Fusion yet, but, there's going to be some small things to test out. It's not straightforward. That's what I think. So it's going to take some time. I got to find some time to do it. It's a holiday today in the country where I'm from. I'm from Canada. So it's actually Canada Day today. So we do have a holiday. But on holidays, obviously, you try to spend time with you know, outside of video games, I would think. Yeah, basically I don't have time to play a game today. But I have to find some time to showcase or test the champion. Right now it's really early in the morning, so I'm trying to squeeze in the CBC time before everybody wakes up, and then the day has to start. Yeah. I don't even know if I can finish this. Can I finish this full auto? I just don't want to look at this anymore. Okay, let's go. Islin, you need a boot, my friend. Where are your boots? You have no boots. Are worth using. Who doesn't need a boot? Guess it doesn't matter what boot you wear, does it? Give you a 16. There you go. What is your Fire Knight Hard 10 team for under 65 turn count? I can show it to you. It's basically 2 Newts, Kymar, 2 ally attack champions. Works like a charm. 90-second run. Forgot what the turn count is, like 50 or something. In waves, masteries can stack round to round. Roto's HP gain is reset each wave. Any idea of relics like Coronet reset? Sorry, I have to read the text on that. Not too sure how Coronet. Coronet's not really like a relic that gets talked about too much for, you know, wave-based stuff, right? Don't have too much experience with that. See here. Faction Wars Hard has shown me some factions have gaping holes of champion roles. Yep. Some champion, like some levels I have no chance. So even if I like, yeah, even if I try to 1-star and just clear it, it's not hasn't been easy. It takes a lot of effort for sure. Should I collect my rewards for Coalition event now or wait until the fusion to collect the energy? Usually the rewards go to your inbox. However, I haven't tested it myself. I don't remember somebody specifically showing resources from like this kind of event. So you never know, right? Because this is not like a Titan event. So I don't know how exactly Plarium would do it. I'm not sure if I would risk it. Risk like big resources, like big rewards going to your inbox. Because you know, you never know. Like with Titan events, they do go, but something like Coalition event, I'm not too sure. I would probably suggest to take it just in case. Hey lasers, what's up, man? Can you look at those in a video? Lesser gear sets like Poison, Fury, or Immunity, the B tier sets. Yeah, Poison, I mean, does have some, you know, some use sometimes. Like, you know, I use a Toxic set for my Clan Boss team. Some solo, you know, some solo teams or some solo champions use Toxic sets. Like for example, I think Ultimate Death Knight used Toxic set for some solo play. But those sets just don't get used. So you just take the best pieces and then you can put them together on champions to use. Nothing wrong with that. You know, Fury is not going to be used very often. It's just not very good. Immunity is basically like been power crept in so many ways, right? Like Stone Skin's better than Immunity. Obviously, like Feral is just a boosted immunity set. It's just like significantly better. And then you have the Doom Tower version of immunity set. What's it called? Untouchable, which is also power crept already. Like Untouchable is basically not used anymore either. So immunity is just not, you know, just not used anymore. It's just been power crept by multiple sets. But of course you can use the best pieces, right? So yeah, I can definitely make a video on some of those sets and things that have been power creep. I've been meaning to make video on some levels of power creep in the game. But yeah, I just haven't had time. I did take a couple days, a little bit lighter on the last couple days in terms of just raid and raid content. Um, that was a lot of points. I mean, what was that, like 12,000 points or something, just from doing faction wars? I guess that's just kind of normal, anyways. Actually, it probably wasn't a lot of points. Probably the same amount of points. Hey Miko, good evening. How's it going? How do you test the fusion with him being so niche? You basically have to test him in everything. I have some ideas. I have some ideas on how to test him, but obviously it takes time. It takes time, so it takes time. Hey Drury, what's up, man? Coalition rewards go to your inbox, but of course, now that it's said, I don't know for sure. Yeah. Just pulled my Mikage. Can I do Faction Hard 10 with Mikage, Fat Man, Nut, Neldor, and Thor? Or do I need to pull your car or switch with Thor? My speeds are between 250 and 300. Your ally attackers need to be faster. Like 250 is like the bare minimum, and that's for like probably your slowest champions. So 300, your support should be like as high as possible. So 300 is definitely on the low end. Your Carl's really good because your Carl brings decreased speed and the freeze, whereas Thor just brings decreased speed, but Thor is better for waves, and probably just better for damage against the boss. But I think your Carl for Thor might be better. You don't need to book your Carl, I think. No, I think you do need to book your Carl because then his decreased speed is not 100%. So that's a bit of a bummer there. Neldor. The thing with Neldor is that he's not consistent. Like he doesn't have a super high chance of landing the freeze, so it's a little bit not consistent. But if you're just looking to complete the Marius missions, then maybe even inconsistent could work. Immunity has a special place in my heart. It was my first ever 6-star crit damage glove with crit damage ascension. I mean, you can still use it. It's just it's just not ideal anymore. Can you show your Fire Knight Heart 10 team? Yeah, sure. Let me finish this fight here. Ruella is underrated for Fire Knight Hard. I don't think she's underrated. I think everybody knows that she's really good. It's just keeping her alive, man. Keeping her alive until the boss is probably the hard part because she does single target attack. So she's not really too much help against the waves, right? She's not a lot of help. So, hey Boris, what's up, man? Good morning. You don't need soul stones for Arbiter missions. You'll be fine to pull them. I need them for other missions, soul stones. I saw something like that in the video. For soul stones, no, you don't need soul stones. You need the souls. So you need the souls, right? So you will need, like, if you're doing the Marius missions, then you're gonna need, for example, you're gonna need like a 4-star soul for a champion. They have some specific requirements for the stars that you have to do. Here, I'll do my, this is my Fire Knight Hard 10 team. It's not obviously not demon spawn or anything like that. I'll show you how it works. It works perfectly 100% of the time. It's not the fastest team I can make, but it's really solid. And I don't have to change any builds, which is great. And that's one of the biggest things, right? I don't have to change my builds. My champions are interchangeable with my other dungeon farming teams. So, all good. Hey Jason, good morning. Do you think Sir Nick Noel combo is good for Chimera? I don't have Emek or Elva trying to push Ultra Nightmare. Um, no, not necessarily. No, the unkillable is fine. It's just not. It's not super necessary, to be honest. You just need like better stats to stay alive, but it's not super necessary, like the unkillable stuff. Um, what really determines how well you do in terms of Chimera, I think, will come down to your damage dealers. So if you don't have great damage dealers, like you're not gonna have a good time doing Chimera. Can you show the speeds? Yep. But the way this, so basically the way this team works is that you go double ally attack in, and then the two newts go in, and then the Kymar resets, and then it happens again. So it's a very consistent, 120 to 140 team. It's 35 turns, very fast, very solid team. It's not easy team to make. Obviously, Mikage can be in any gear set, but she is in the 9-piece protection set because I use her in this set for other areas in the game. Like I said, I don't sub in any gear. I believe the minimum speed she needs to be for this team is 350, 350, I think. It only works because of Podrick. Podrick has the speed in dungeons here, so it brings a 25% speed. The way this works is that the first ally attacker has to be fast enough so that they go again after the Kymar reset. And I believe the breakpoint speed for that is like 380. It's about 380. So with the dungeon speed aura, it really helps, brings down the speed requirements a little bit on the first one. So Mikage is the first one. And then Podrick is a lot slower. Podrick just needs to be faster than your newts. So it's not super important how fast he is, the second ally attacker, but the first ally attacker needs to be super fast. And then my newts here, they're 267. And this speed works for all my dungeon teams, 266 on the second one. And Kymar is just slower than both of them. So that's how the team works. Not an easy team to pull off, guys. It's an endgame team, endgame dungeon, endgame difficulty. The really annoying thing is that when you're going lower into tag team tiers, the activity is much less too. Like you can't farm as much teams. Like my other account right now, it dropped to silver 4. It was in gold 1, it dropped to silver 4 because I missed the fights yesterday. But in silver 4, like it's just not active. Like yes, you can find some weak teams that you can farm, but it's just not active enough. And because it's not active enough, you can't farm as much. So it's really puts a hamper on the points accumulation for sure. Trying to 10B Chimera Clash points this week. Nice, man. Thank you for your extra effort there. Massive. I think my best is like, I think my best is like 8. My best is 8 and it's on my main account. So I definitely Chimera is not my best area for sure. Yeah, there's a news video. Make sure you guys check it out. I just released it. I hope mine got released. I hope I set mine up properly to be released. Let me just double check. Okay, there it is. It's good. Sometimes like maybe I didn't schedule it properly, but yes, the news release is out. Make sure you guys check it out. If you guys want to talk about it, we can talk about it on stream here. Some cool updates if you guys want to talk about that. Hey Spades, what's up, man? What's up, Nathan? How are you? Welcome. Rotation is nice. Yeah. Ninja is dominant in this rotation for sure. I think any morning Jason, any I think any rotation where Ninja is great really helps the player base, first of all, because not everybody has Marius, and most people have Ninja, so that really helps people out a little bit. I'm not sure which one I prefer. I think Ninja is probably easier for me to do well in, I think, versus Marius. But I think Marius has a higher ceiling for me personally in terms of damage, but lower ceiling for trials. Chimera getting a nerf? Yes, a small nerf, but they're going to kind of rejig it a little bit. I don't know if it's going to be a nerf exactly. I can play test it, but I haven't had the time to hop on the test server to test anything. So, but I don't think we can talk about that yet. The results of that, anyways. But they are rejigging a little bit on the Chimera, making some trials easier, which is a good thing. That's going to be just a general good thing. But they're also balancing like the forms. So the Ram Head and the Lion Head. Ram Head's going to get a bit of a nerf, and the Lion Head's going to be a bit stronger. Not sure how that's going to translate into like actual gameplay, of course. New update seems good. Yeah, it seems fine. It seems fine. Overall, probably a good thing for everybody. The Siege stuff, I think it's a little bit much. I don't know how many people are super into Siege, but maybe I'm just projecting myself. Yeah, we got a new video out. Make sure you guys check it out. It's just my reactions to the Plarium teaser update video. So if you guys want to follow that, drop a like. That'd be great. Ah, man. My alt account's like snagged. Nothing to do because the tag team fights are dried up there. Like I said, in Silver 4, not everyone is super active. Watching live instead, I know. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be streaming because then people would not watch my video instead. It comes with a lot of much needed changes that should have been happening a while ago. Yeah. Like the advanced, like there's going to be a new refresh button for the advanced quest, which I think is really nice. That's really helpful for a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, that's great. That's a great one. They should have done that a long time ago, right? Like they're like the mentality for the advanced quest is that everyone should be able to do the advanced quest every day. Like that should be like the basics of this game, right? Like you log in to do the damn advanced quest. They shouldn't be difficult at all. Like they shouldn't be difficult at all. It should be almost like a given, those advanced quests. Because it promotes people to come into the game. It promotes people, gives them a little bit of resources to advance their account. Like it's not even a lot. And it promotes kind of like that daily grind activity. So Plarium should be really just trying to give these away. Like they shouldn't make these difficult at all. You know what I mean? And granted, some of them are not difficult, but they do provide some challenges like complete one Hydra battle. Like that's a pain in the butt. Complete one Hydra battle. That should not be an advanced quest, that's for sure, right? Quick craft. Gear selling. Continue quick craft even if you don't have space. I don't even want epics to be honest, but okay. 9,000 points. We'll take it. 6-star speed boot with HP percentage. Oh my goodness. Damn, this set's so useless though. Set's so useless. So we made 157 crafts. This is actually interesting sometimes to just look into this. We made 157 crafts. And we made just under 6 million silver. That's pretty cool. I guess we just let this go to our box and then we'll just delete it from there. Yeah, that's fine. then let's do one live arena. Yeah, so we finished the live arena stuff. It's all good. And then we're still grinding for like tokens and all that stuff. So we're not gonna do live arena. We're just gonna do one for the quest here. Actually, we might do a couple. Maybe we'll do 5 for the chest. The gear from live arena is still very good. Like impulse gear is basically a speed set, right? So Lamasu's a little annoying. So we have to dump. Yeah, Lamasu is a little bit annoying here. A little bit annoying. You're new at Live Arena? Yeah, I mean, it's good not to take it too seriously, I think. But yeah, you just have to try to do it on a daily, incorporate into your daily grind. Okay, I think we have to take the chance that his Fabian is just not that good. He's gonna ban Sifi, right? Oh. Okay. I am kind of shocked at that. I think if he bans Sifi, he probably has a better time. Maybe he has like Supersonic on his Fabian. And he does not. So it should be over here pretty quick. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if he bans Sifi, then maybe he has a better chance, right? Because if he bans Sifi, then it's going to be my fastest versus his Fabian. And he has a 6-star Fabian, but it's unlikely that his Fabian will be faster than my Sulfurion. So we probably still get the same result in the end. But the odds of him winning one way or the other is higher. It's higher if he bans Sifi. That's what I mean. Money can't buy you experience. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true. A lot of this is, it's experience. It is a little bit of, game knowledge or whatever. And obviously gear. You can't buy gear, right? You can buy the champions, you can buy blessings. You can, you can't buy the gear right now. That's the thing. Like the best gear in the game is time gated, right? Like if you just started raid and you just wanted to build the craziest account, you kind of can't. You kind of can't. Yeah, this is going to be a go second situation here, I think. I mean, we have the banners. We have the stronger banners. Maybe we try to go first still. All right, let's do the same team again. Tormin, a little bit annoying. Who's he gonna ban? Sifi? Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, damn it. We can't leave the Torment there. If we leave the Torment there, then we probably just lose. If he bans the Sifi, and if we leave the Torment, we probably just lose. So our best shot at winning easily would be if we ban Torment and if he doesn't ban Sifi, but not banning Sifi. Oh, we cut in, so his guy's not strong enough not fast enough to connect with the Kaja. Okay, so this makes it a lot easier here. I think we got this one now. Yeah. His guys are not fast enough to connect with the Kaja. But our Fabian cut in as well, so should be over here. Yeah. Got my 1320 LA rewards, 7 minutes left. Oh my god, what a nail biter. I think you like the Chimera changes the most. Yeah, I agree. The Chimera changes should be very good. Easier to use Ninja because Marius is used everywhere. My Ninja is only at 174 speed. Nice. Yeah, I got a slow Ninja as well. I think if he's faster, he does more damage, right? So, usually what happens here is if they pick Fabian, then I get Armans, which is fine, and then I'll go with usually when this happens, I find this situation happens a lot against me where they pick Sifi and Fabian when I pick Marius. So I've already had like preset picks in my head, and it's gonna be Empress. Because Empress not affected so badly by the lockout, which is, good. I don't have any other mythicals. I have Carnage, right? Ooh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one here. Hmm. She's pretty good against lockouts. And then I think our last pick could even be like Rotos. He can't pick UDK here at the back end. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Let's see what he does. He has to pick a DPS. There's not too many DPS that really threatens me. Like Harima would be really bad. Odin. So like we could remove this guy, and then he doesn't really have any threats. He just has the Odin. I think we'll just do that. Okay. This could be bad. Not too sure. This could be bad. Not too sure. See what happens here. Will you get changed to chance to test the login champion also? Yeah, we should. We should. Although it's not announced yet, so not everybody. Yeah, since it's not announced yet, then it should be coming soon, I think. I'm gonna shut him down. There we go. Yeah, this Sifi's a little bit of a this Sifi's gonna be a little bit of a pain here. Fear? Okay, fear working. Swapping. Stealing HP. Oh, I did not count it. This happened before. This happened before. Fudge. This happened before. Fudge, man. I risk getting sheeped here. I risk getting the stun back, but I guess I have stone skin. I'm okay. Fudge, man. I really need to count the turns, I guess. So annoying. There you go. Get out of here. Shit. So annoying. I don't have a blessing count or more ninja damage than Toshi. Yeah, I only have a 4-star on my ninja. I think that's where I'm going to leave him at. I remember trying that Hydra quest as a brand new player, and it was a kick in the teeth. Yep. Clan quest. Yep. We have to be careful when building the fusion as a damage dealer due to the ally protection. Yes, so ally protection does magnify the damage that you take based on the amount of crit damage that you have. So it is something to consider, but it really depends what you're planning to do with them. The game is 6 years old. I think there's a lot of experience accumulate throughout the year. I was rolling some stuff from CVC and gear cleansing. I got a penta speed attack glove in Pharaoh. Why is it always the cringe off pieces? I mean, it's still usable. It doesn't matter. It's still penta speeds, but in a good set. So congrats. When is the new patch to contain the 1 hour free gear removal? Good question. I'm not sure. Should be soon, I think. Tough comp. Can I see your Empress build? Sure. That's Sifi. The XY. 10% extra damage. Not worth it. I remember it happening again. Yeah, it did happen. It happened not too long ago. And it was with Empress too, because Empress does all the fancy extra turn stuff. So yeah, this is my Empress. He's in pretty much the best gear that my account can put out. He has no blessings, which is a big deal. So if he has blessing, he'd be 100k, which is really nice. But he's in the best gear that I have on my account for him, because he's very important champion, right? And I use the Water Submission just because he is very important. He gets sheeped a lot, or he gets targeted by the CCs a lot. Gemstones, I mean, I'm not too sure these are optimal, but they seem okay. Masteries, pretty standard masteries here. Helm Smasher. He has good A1s, so counterattack with the A1 seem like pretty solid. No blessing, fully booked. He actually works pretty good without books. Like his base form doesn't need books. So if you are low on books, just book out his second form for damage. And honestly, just his A1 and A2. His A3 is not really needed, right? The HP swap. So he theoretically could take 4 books and you're done. So if you're low on books, then he's a great champ though. Great champ. Yeah. I mean, and I use him with relative frequency. I use him. So he's a great champ. Obviously against Marius, not so great, but he's still very solid. This might be difficult. Depends what his last support champion will be, I guess. Who will we take? Guess we take the monkey. Just for the speed aura. Probably just go Empress still. Maybe we save the last spot for Rhodos. All right, let's do this then. Bombs. So he's going to keep Sifi around. He's going to go for the bombs. So we ban him. Get her out. This is a pretty stacked team. He's got 6-star blessings on everybody. So it's pretty optimal team. Let's see. Queen of Hearts, good champ. Good to counter Sifi, but honestly, you don't really need her to counter. You don't really need her to counter Sifi nowadays. You just use Supersonic. Oh, and the sheep lands too. Really brutal. Sheep there. We try to protect the Wukong here best we can. Protect the Sifi with the ally protection. Nope, nothing's going right here. Yeah. We got the block revive on the Wukong there too, so no good, no good. A little bit unlucky with the Sulfurion. We didn't get the full Termir boost, right? But yeah, he was running 6-star sheep on the Marius. You don't know if I should use your precious epic books on Nia, because I don't know if she can work with Taragi to get me into Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Probably not. Like Nia brings decreased speed. Decreased speed doesn't work for Clan Boss. She brings a single target reset, and unless you plan to like manual her, the targeting on the reset's not optimal on auto. So Georgia's interesting pick. Interesting pick here. Wukong's pretty good against Georgia. Hey Miyagi, new player here. Welcome to Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to Raid Shadow Legends, man. Wow, look at this. So he's going to go against, so block damage basically not going to work against him. That's what he's saying to us. I like the UDK here. We got triple reaction. We have that to give us a little bit of time. And then we'll just dump the Fabes here. The UDK should stop the Georgian. And even if he AoEs and kills everybody, the Wukong can come back. Yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, CV's not going to survive, right? CV, if CV doesn't go first, he's not going to survive. So, but we probably will cut in against his Arbiter here. So his Arbiter goes first, but we should cut in. Raid Torture Legends. Sometimes it's true. It's true sometimes. This game. So we should cut in here with the Armans. Interesting choice, I guess. Dropping the Sifi. Unless he has other ideas. I'm not sure what he's thinking here. Pull for Nut got my third Adlin. Yikes. Adlin. Oh. That was a bad choice. I guess I should have just sheep the Georgian. And that's what happens. This is a good situation here because she's going to pop the revive. Yeah, she's going to pop the revive. Oh, he still gets the turn? Darn. Oh, thanks, Magma Shield. The Magma Shield the Magma Shield killed the Magma Shield killed the Thor. So you see this little buff here, the Magma Shield? It does reflect a little bit of damage. It does reflect a little bit of damage, so. Oh, man. So the strategy worked out. So we went second, and then UDK and the Ultimate Death Knight cleaned them up. So strategy did work out there. Can you show the UDK build after? He got me through the game for about 2 years. I don't want to give up on him. Oh, UDK is awesome. UDK is awesome. People that give up on him, I think, have rosters that are really strong, like way stronger. But this guy is so good, man. He's so good. I can't believe he was a free, he was a free champion. They just gave him away. He's so good. And he's also really easy to like build out, right? Like he's just in 6-piece stone skin. With triple reaction, the big thing is the triple reaction. It gives you 75% total chance that they're going to normal hit against the UDK. So 75% chance before he takes his first turn. And because he's built super slow, basically with no speed, he goes, sometimes the enemy goes like twice or 3 times even. Sometimes the enemy goes 3 times before Ultimate Death Knight takes a turn, right? So like all his pieces have like no speed on them. He's actually in high resistance, so I have him in good resistance. And this is basically to deal with Armans. It's to deal with Wukong. Because Wukong actually kind of counters UDK because he's positive affinity and all that, but if he has resistance, he can at least protect himself from the sheep. And obviously the reaction stuff protects him from a lot of the damage, incoming damage and stuff. I have him with the Volcardiac Heart. This is a super annoying relic for him because it also places a 10% magma shield when the for 2 turns whenever they lose 25% of their HP in a single hit. So if he starts taking serious damage, he gets an additional shield. So it's pretty nasty. And you obviously start off with the shield here. And I got him with some super nasty gems. So it's just super nasty gems, right? He gets more healing. His passive heals him. He receives less damage. He gains additional resistance whenever you try to do any of the CC stuff against him. And then ignore defense effects are 12% less effective against him. So he's just super annoying. He's just built to last. And I have him with Lightning Cage, which means it's hard to strip off his stone skin. And then he has resistance for masteries. If you don't have resistance, then you just go straight HP. So you pump him up as high HP as you can. You don't need this much defense. I think I have defense accessories, unfortunately. Do I? No, I don't. Where do you get all that defense from? I guess 80 here, 80 here, but yeah. He just naturally has defense, I guess. What's your most wanted mythical? Good question. It's going to be probably Nice. Nice is the best for PvP. He's busted good. So I definitely want him. But there's a bunch. I'd be happy with a bunch. Dragon 20 and the event is 13. Where should I spend my energy? Right now I can farm Dragon 20 and the event dungeon 13. I think 13's a little... I think you can farm a little bit of energy in the event dungeon so you get the accessories for some of your key factions. So for example, on your speed booster, you get, Ring and Amulet for additional 10% speed. I think that's very useful. But I wouldn't invest all your energy into that low level just because you're not going to get much out of it if you invest all your energy into like 4-star gear and stuff. So I'd much rather spend all that energy onto level 20. I feel like I played this guy. Oh, Bleeding Edge. The same guy again. Okay, the same guy again. So last time I picked Ancora Rhodos, and then he just folded. Yeah, I think we'll just go with the same thing. Last time he banned Ancora, and then he just folded, right, on his last pick. He's going for the same thing. The last time he banned Ancora, I think that was the correct ban. But he might ban Armans this time, maybe. I don't know. No, he's going for the same ban. So same stuff. So this time we have to remember. We have to remember this Odin passive. All right? We have to remember the Odin passive. We must remember the Odin passive. Okay? So he goes first. That's 1 turn. Okay. Armans cuts in. 2 turns. And we will sheep this guy. That's 3 turns. And he's like, he's out. This is the same thing that happened, man. Same thing that happened to this guy the first fight. All right, we got some 6-star pieces here. Same thing that happened to this guy. Imagine it happens again. No. This guy, that guy's probably like so frustrated. He's like same guy, right? All right, I think this one probably our last fight. We'll go back to CVC points. We have to keep grinding here. Been playing since 2021. It still takes me 4 minutes to beat stage 20 on Fire Knight. Oh, well, time in game doesn't necessarily mean, progress in game, right? So maybe, we have to, find other ways. Maybe you have to fine tune some teams, right? Definitely, like if you've been playing for 4 years, like actively, you should probably be a little bit more progressed. But if you don't play that much, then it doesn't matter how long you've been. Doesn't matter when you started the game, I guess. Yeah, I think we're just gonna outspeed him and nuke him down. So that's what we're gonna do here. This is like technically like my best. Technically, this is like my best setup here. Volcanos. Volcanos doesn't work against Sulfurion. I'm not sure. I think it doesn't. Oh, shit. Okay, shit. Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, okay, well, the only reason he would pick this guy is if he bans Sulfurion, but usually Sulfurion doesn't get banned. So I was like, thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, he's not gonna ban Sulfurion. Okay. All right. So hopefully we don't melt away here. Oh shit, we're melting away. Okay. I guess we lose. We get cut in anyways here too. Yeah, it's all sad times from now on now. Do we even get a turn here? We do. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one. Yeah, you kind of see that I was thinking to ban the Volcanos, and I was like, oh wait, our Sulfurion counters the Volcanos. There's no way he's just gonna ban Sulfurion, is there? I feel not satisfied with that last fight, so I'm gonna do one more. It's funny that the HH description of Nia starts. Nia is a perfect clan boss protector, ally protection for all teams 3 turn cooldown. She can't work because she breaks timing. True. Yep, that's true. It doesn't. Yeah. Yes, the ally protection is good. That's it. But that's about it for her kit. You know what I mean? If that works for you, then that's great, right? But uh, we have to outpace this Suzanne. Hmm. Can we do it? Hmm. Empress might not be the best pick here. So Furion as our last pick again. Ban to Suzanne. All right, let's see what happens. He has to ban Sulfurion, I think, because it counters. I think Sulfurion counters. Yeah, Sulfurion counters the Volcanos. This might be the same situation as last fight, actually. Uh, Fortunately, I mean, I guess we don't need to buff. We could not buff. Does that help? Let's see if that helps. Oh, enfeeble. Oh, the enfeeble's so rough here. Oh man, yeah, that's it. The enfeeble's so rough here. So if CV didn't have enfeeble, he would be slept. If he didn't have enfeeble, he would be petrified. If he didn't have enfeeble, the fight's over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so the enfeeble here really messed us up. Like, yeah, it's over now. It's crazy, man. He landed 3 enfeebles, 4 enfeebles here. Absolutely crazy. If any of those enfeebles didn't land, then the outcome would be way different. I see a lot of younger players in LA just going all in on Arman's Fabian combo. It's probably all they have, right? It's probably all they have. What would you consider the better build for Thor? Let's see, okay, 190 lethal. Um, I guess you're asking about whether the ignore defense from lethal is better than the better attack and better crit damage, because that's the only consideration, right? Because the speed is 20 speed difference. Speed's going to be dependent on what you run him in. Oh my god. Oh man. This is not fun. Not a fun match setup here. The easy UDK at the end is a problem. Yeah, you can calculate which is better using math. I can't really do that for you right now, but you can just use it would be a math question, but you can get definitive answer that way. But you have a little bit of this team is he's got 4 damage dealers. 2 of them are revivers. Is that wild? Got 4 damage dealers here. This is the mythical thing, right? Like mythicals, they're so strong they can be damage dealers. They can be insane damage dealers and revivers at the same time. It's actually nuts. Triple lockout, but doesn't really matter that much. So Nell's gonna go first. Fear with the decreased attack. I mean, he could one shot the whole team, maybe, but we have. Oh wait, he's locked out. So that's the good thing. Oh, come on, break the fear. Oh, this is unlikely to happen, but we could use the shield here. This guy is still pretty strong. This Veil. This Veil's doing us in for reals? Block damage, block damage. Block revive. Is that gonna work? There we go. Block revive. There we go. GG. All these mythicals, man. Dude, you don't need mythicals, bud. If you don't have god tier gear for Empress, I'd personally suggest building him in Relentless with no accuracy. Form 2 is where you'll spend most of your time, and A2 ignores 50% defense. Relentless. Okay. Have you seen the new update video on Raid? The Chimera changes I'm excited for. Yeah, I made a reaction video on the Raid, new Raid update video. So make sure you guys check that out for my thoughts. But if you have Marius, I'm guessing you have god tier gear. I think he's okay. Yeah. I don't understand the need for RNG in PvP. It's gross. Honestly, RNG helps the worst player. RNG helps the lower guy. Because if you don't have RNG in this game, the person with the better champions, with the better gear, always wins, right? So if you have RNG in the game, it actually helps the weaker player. Because the better player doesn't need RNG to win. That's the thing, right? Like if you're fighting someone that's way stronger than you, they're going to win, probably 100% of the time. But if you have RNG, that means you can squeeze out a win against a better player. So even though, you know, your win rate won't be great, you'll still be able to win, you know, a couple times more than you would without RNG. So yes, RNG is very frustrating when you're on the negative side of it, but you have to think about it as if you were going to lose anyways. Right? That's the way you think about it, right? Like you were going to lose anyways against a better team, against a better roster. It doesn't matter what happened RNG wise. But the RNG actually helps you when it's favorable to you because it gives you that chance to beat them, right? It's true. It's true. So I don't view RNG as a negative because unless you're the strongest players in the game, if you're the strongest account in the game, yes, you would be pissed off at RNG because you don't need RNG to beat everybody. Right? Like if you're the strongest player in the game, like actually, if we look at the leaderboards here, actually this is seasonal leaderboard. Look at this guy. Look at Mr. Bill, man. 91% win rate. Does this guy need RNG to win? If anything, RNG is bringing down this guy. If there was no RNG, this guy would probably be 100% win rate. Like, I'm not even joking. It'd probably be pretty close, right? Like the fact that he has RNG against him and he's at 91%, like that means without RNG he would be close to 100%. Like I don't think anybody's account would be stronger than this guy. So RNG helps the weaker player, and unless you're the strongest players in the game, you should not be upset at RNG. That's my thinking about it. I don't know, maybe it's a hot take, but it's the realistic logical take on it, to be honest. Is it possible to pull Empress Soul without first having him in your collection? No, it's not. No, it's not. You must pull Empress first before you pull the souls. Otherwise, you won't be able to get him. Same thing with Marius. Don't build Yumiko until you have enough books for her. Would be the best to go around things. Yes, I agree. Yep. I don't like bringing champions out half-baked, if that makes sense. Or at least book out the key parts of her. What's the accuracy on your Armans? I think it's about 660. Level 78, too young. Young whale in the making. Yeah. Did 10 medicals in a day and a half. Only took 2360 energy. That's definitely good. The average is about 400 energy per mythical piece. Relentless in the mid game. A3 form 2 into A2. Extra turns is always fun. Procs more often. Yeah, and his A1 is really good too, right? The block revive doesn't need to be crazy strong. It's already very strong. Fire reset team. Marius and Empress gear blessing. And Gomlock Quintus worth building. Gomlock is not. Quintus is pretty good. He deals pretty good damage. He's good for Sacred Order as well. Or Bannerlord, sorry. That's more of a bad matchmaking thing. I'd be upset to match against Crypto. 91% win rate, yeah. How do you feel about these FOMO relics? I think relics is, definitely a thing for more endgame players to min-max. For me, like, because I'm in that endgame level, like, I basically have to go for it. Otherwise, I just sit on my hands. And, like, I might as well not play Raid Shadow Legends at that point, right? Like, if I'm not going for, like, the best or most exclusive items in the game, then I might as well just sit on my hands and not play. Because I don't accumulate shards, like, as quickly as somebody that spends, right? So I'm not going to out shard somebody, you know what I mean? So I have to basically out gear them by farming the gear and whatever is available to be farmed in the game, if that makes sense, right? Like I can't outspend them in any way. So the only way for me to catch up is to basically do all the content. So if I sit back and not do the content, then I'm going to fall behind 100% because I can't, out shard, I can't out bless them. So the only way is to kind of out gear them and maybe out relic them, right? Like, because I can out RNG them, because at this point you can't buy relics, right? So, that way I can kind of maintain or keep my power level like relatively high, right? These are like end game free to play issues, right? Because I don't spend, I can't catch up in other ways, therefore I have to play and get whatever I can. At least that's the way I think. Hold on, we gotta do Here, let's do 2 more of these. 3.2k fights. Yeah, I mean, you know, these guys at the very top, they have insane accounts, but they also have people playing their accounts like 24/7, right? It's not them playing it, it's other people playing their accounts. So how do you feel? Oh, the crown and cat's gaze. The crown is a mythical, right? So there's nothing you can do. The cat's gaze was guaranteed, right? There's a guaranteed cat's gaze, and I think, you know, I was pumping it up, man. I was like, yo, this is a must do. Like for everybody. If you can get this is basically better than getting a fusion, right? Like the cat's gaze. And there was a guaranteed one, right? There was a guaranteed one in the Titan event. And I think there was another one. I don't remember. But there was a guaranteed one in the Titan event. And it was, you know, I was pumping it up. I was like, yeah, you guys have to go for this. It's better than a fusion. Like if you guys need to sack the next fusion, you guys still need to get this cat's gaze, because it's like guaranteed ignore defense weapon, right? Not weapon, relic that's interchangeable. And you have it on your account all the time, right? It's better than a, you know, I don't know. Like it was like, unless you have no time to do it. Like if you have the capacity to get it, you must get it. And or you just don't, you know, you're not playing the game at a serious level. Like if you're casual, then it doesn't matter to you, right? Like if you're just playing casually, it doesn't really matter if you're trying to min max. But if you're trying to, like, you know, advance and make things a little bit easier for yourself, then, you know, the ignore defense is very, very, very strong. And like I have 3 cat's gaze, and I wish I had more. And I wasn't fortunate enough to get like super lucky to get them. So but you know, not everybody's in the same boat and all that stuff, right? Sometimes. Okay. I have a lot of these tag team bags, so I gotta keep doing them. Plenty of Marius and Empress guides. Previous video and show you stats of his builds, various showcases. Yeah, I mean, Empress and Marius are basically the same kind of build. Stone Skin Lethal for Arena. Marius, you can use like Slayer or Merciless for like PvE content. Empress gonna be just Arena, not really for PvE. What did I do with 3 Thors? I probably just build 1 and then maybe +2. But make sure your Faction Guardians is full. I would, you know, focus on Faction Guardians first before plus anything. If you can't save up enough resources for a full fusion, should I spend my saved resources for PRCVC for better tier? No. Definitely no. PRCVC is just not, it's just not something that should concern you, especially if your account is not is still progressing. If your account's still progressing through the game, like, you should not do anything to hurt your progression. And honestly, getting a fusion is good progression, right? Like for me, like, yes, some fusions are dog shit. Some fusions are complete dog shit. Most people should not go for them, blah, blah, blah. But if you're just active in the game and you have the resources to go for it, I definitely recommend going for it, right? Because like a lot of my, you know, Faction Guardians is built with dog shit fusions. You know what I mean? So if I didn't go for those fusions, I would not have full Faction Guardians. I'd be missing on a ton of stats, missing on a ton of speed, etc., right? So like all that stuff helps. And like, I don't know if you guys saw like my stat video, like, but you know, I have a ton of acquired legendaries in a year, right? Like you guys can say like, oh, my CC account gets more, but that's not true because my other account gets a ton as well. So it's just, you know, you just get everything in the game that's given to you if it's possible, right? Of course, if you're worried about resources, then that's a different story, right? But if you have the resources and time, then there's kind of no reason not to go for fusion sometimes. And fusions are progress, right? Getting fusions, getting champions is progress. Unless you're filled up on Faction Guardians and you can't progress anymore. But you never know. You know, there's always going to be, you know, some balance changes, maybe some content that's going to make some stuff relevant. You never know. Have you been able to test the upcoming fusion? I have not. It's available to me, but I haven't found the time to do so yet. I could do it and like stop the stream. Like that's pretty much what the opportunity cost would be. Not stream, not do my CVC and test, but I don't think my clan would be too happy with me if I just didn't do any CVC. So I'm gonna put in some CVC time right now. Can you explain the math for my Thor build? I need to know how much defense will actually reduce my damage. Uh, there is a damage tool, I believe, on Hell Hades' website. Somebody help Hell Hades damage calculator. Yeah, I would start here. Start here and look for some calculations with damage. If you use the Hell Hades optimizer, that would be probably most ideal to find the best damage build. Two was free. Yeah, my alt account has 2 of the cat's gazes, so I didn't get lucky on any of the rolls on that account. But some fusions are dog shit. Some fusions are generally just bad, man. Like some fusions are just bad and people just shouldn't go for it. But you know what? Like I go for all of them, man. Just because, like I said, they fill the faction guardians. You never know when they're going to be decent. And we've all seen many examples of fusions being bad and then suddenly being good. Yeah, the speed's going to depend on the rest of the team for sure. Yeah, I think the lethal build probably better. You want him to do damage. He also has passive damage too from the passive, so that's going to be really strong for you as well. Just going to burn off some of these. Continue quickly, space, boom. 3,000 points. Oh no, I'm capped out. 7,000 points. What can I do here? Got lots. 7,000 points. Look at that Magi Steel going, just disappearing. What else can I nuke here? Guardian gear, Fortitude, nuke the Fortitude, I guess. What could charge like to use for crafting? I think I might run out of space here. 319. My box is a absolute disaster. Holy cow, I'm only at 69,000? Shit, man. Shit. Box is an absolute disaster. Also, I found that Cruel Set is getting not that great anymore. I find Cruel Set being worse and worse. Actually, even Perception Gear. Like, most of the time, Perception Gear, I don't even use that much anymore. A lot of these sets definitely faded off. Impulse basically just looking for triples or better, or looking for speed substat. Basically just treat it like a speed set. Zeal's a damage set, so it needs to be a little bit better in terms of the stats. Nope. Expiry date. Definitely have some stuff expiring. Hey Buggy, what's up, man? How did you add a video when you're live? Magic. Level 82, 170 brutal Hydra with Thor is doing good. That is pretty good. Yeah, 170 mil damage is really, really strong. Should probably start moving up to Nightmare with that level of damage. Yeah, good luck, man. Try that lethal build out. I think it's going to work out more damage for you. You could really use a newt, really tempting to YOLO My YOLO 40 of my 55 saved sacreds. Oh my goodness. Don't do it, man. The odds are not with you. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Anything decent here? No, nothing. I mean, I wouldn't mind an accuracy. I wouldn't mind an accuracy chest with speed substat. That would be okay. Look at this. Look at this glove. Maybe triple crit rate on that one could be okay. This glove could be okay. Triple speed. All right, we'll take a little hit on this one. No. Like it has to roll. Like it has to roll the nuts here. No, as an off-piece set, it has to roll the nuts. Sorry guys, this is the boring, tedious part of raid. Look at that, man. Nothing. You could take rolls on this, right? Like legendary pieces, you could take rolls, go for triples and quadruples and stuff, but especially the bottom pieces, like I don't mind doing a little bit of that. Relentless gear. Relentless is still okay, but I'm beyond like rare relentless gear, so not going to be anything here that's going to be too useful. Maybe like a speed boot. Like HP accuracy boot. HP like speed boots here. They're kind of useless. I don't know. It's kind of useless. Kind of useless. You think some of the fusions being bad is good for the game? Yeah, I mean, they can't all be insane, but I think nowadays, like the new champions that they kind of allow us to get, like whether it be login or fusion or guarantees, they have to give us like they have to have some direction, right? Like they can't just give us like filler champions anymore. Like there's so much filler in this game. Like they need to give us stuff that has a purpose, right? Like has an actual purpose in the game to help people progress. Otherwise, you're just wasting a month. Like people are wasting a month. Like, you know what I mean? Like they have to give people a purpose to progress in the game. You can't just give fillers now. Like we're past the point of fillers. There's plenty of fillers in this game, right? You know what I mean? Let's do our lethal crafts. We got 150 here. What are your clan requirements for CBC? 500. But I think we're first overall right now in the we're second overall. So we're this clan, Sin Wrath. So we're second overall. We're going for a 100 trophy. So we're probably gonna die on a hill on this CVC. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're gonna die on a hill. But this clan is not. I mean, it's not a pushover clan. This is not a pushover clan. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey Dalton, how are you? Finally awake? All right, let's go. Let's go. Someone suggested to skip fusions till you can do Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss and pull on 2x instead. Is this a good idea? What should I spend my saved resources on if I'm skipping fusions? Okay, well, that's a good question. I mean, if you're skipping fusions, you should be, saving your gems. Gems are, just stuff that don't expire, which is good. Things that are expiring in the game that you need to use up, like energy and stuff, you probably should spend it on things that will help you in the game, like in fusions, like developing food. So if you make food, your training events for fusions will be a lot easier. You could spend energy farming masteries. Masteries are things that don't expire. They're going to, improve the power of your champions, make things easier, progress and stuff like that. So when it's time to do the fusion, you'll have an easier time to do things. Other things you could do, obviously, you can farm gear. Farming gear makes silver. Farming gear strengthens your champions. Makes you have progress in faction wars, gives you forge materials, which helps you get silver, which helps you in fusion. So basically do anything in the game. If you do anything in the game, it's going to help you do fusions. But you want to make sure that you save the stuff that you can save, which is like gems, any kind of inbox stuff. So any multiple month, 3-month energies, definitely save those for fusions and all that. But you want to make sure that you grind whatever you can grind. And it's going to be helpful to you, right? So I think that's just kind of like general rule there, I guess. Not really rule, but. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll do lethal crafts. Okay, so I want to be a little bit more deliberate with the lethal crafts here. Crit rate. Go for gloves. Gloves still the weakest. And charms. Look at my charms I have, guys. This is not a bottleneck in the game. I guess I should be charming everything. I guess that's the end game, I guess. Gotta be charming everything. I do enjoy playing poker, yeah, but I don't really have time to play. Running Armand's in 5-piece of Supersonic. He never seems to cut in. I'm going to change him to Perception. Same speed, more accuracy. If you're supersonic, like supersonic's not doesn't mean you cut in, it just boosts your speed, right? So maybe the other opponent is just that much faster, right? Or your Arman's not fast enough to cut in. How much speed would you say good for Trunda on Hydra, let's say on Nightmare or Brutal? My Trunda for Nightmare is relatively slow. It's like 190 or 200. It's around there with the bonuses. So full stats on my Trunda is about 200 speed. Basically, I want her to hit as hard as possible per hit. She doesn't necessarily need to take that many turns because I have a reset champion. I use Kymar for my Nightmare team. You don't have CVC? Are you in a clan? Just to make sure. Let's see what we get, guys. Basically looking for 6-star pieces here. Ideally, like really strong 6-star pieces. This is all junk. Like this one, like, I mean, you can triple one of these, could be okay. No, it literally rolled the worst stats. So these are all cells. I don't know how many we can do. Plan has to be active enough to qualify for CVC. How many stars? Okay. 2 6-star pieces with speed subs for my crafting today on this set. Nice. Yeah, this is the one of the sets where you want to put all your best stuff, your best gems or charms or whatever. Speed with crit rate. Can we hit the crit? Let's hit the crit 3 times. How about that? Oh, we hit twice. That's not bad. Not bad. I think we can keep. Not the best piece, but we can keep it. How about we hit the crit rate 3 times? Nope. Trash. HP. Oh, trash. If it was HP percentage here, flat HP here, this would be okay. Speed would have been okay too. Or speed would have been good. These are not great. Damn, I can only make 20. See if I can roll quad crit rate here. Nope. Shooting for the moon. Oops. Still going for gloves. Yeah, my inbox is fine. Yeah. We'll look at them in the inbox. We can do 20 here. Oh, 780. Like when you see the low points, you don't want to see it, man. It's just 5-star Legos and stuff like that. I'll move my head. This piece can be okay. I mean, it has the right stats. Maybe we triple up somewhere. Not the best. Low rolls on the attack percentage, low rolls on the speed. Might be a dump, but we'll see. No good, no good. None of these pieces are good. Oh, maybe triple crit rate. Can we hit it? Triple crit rate? Nope. Nope. This one, crit damage. I mean, you get the crit damage glove, but then you get such poor stats and then the poor rolls on top. Nope. Oh, this one's better. Okay, crit rate, attack percentage. This one has hope. Oh, okay. We got a boot here. This one's better than the first one. The first one rolled 19 crit, and then res. This one has 19 crit with attack percentage. This one's significantly better. Okay, we got something. Got something to work with. Yeah, this glove's no good. And then this glove's total miss here. Airball. 5-star piece, not that great. This one's no good. No good. No good. No good. And this one is probably dumpable, to be honest, but we'll hold on to it and see at the end. Okay. Out of crit rate charms too. So we're gonna go for speed after. And then lethal gear. Oh dang. Does Trunda need accuracy for Hydra? Yes, because you want her to land HP burn so that she can ramp up her crown, the crown relic. If you're not using the crown relic, then it's probably less important. But accuracy is good just to ramp that up. Also, you should be using Nature's Wrath on Trunda, so you need the HP burn to ramp that up as well. Okay, so I guess we'll use speed here. Only 25 speed charms. These ones I'm low on. The crit rate and then the speed charms. Everything else is just crazy high. 1.95 billion silver? Yeah. Mamma mia. Ooh, look at this. 6-star mythical chest. Let's go. 380 million? That's good. That's plenty. 380 million is plenty. Some people, they don't have any. It's crazy. Oh, look at this. 5-star piece, not the greatest here. Didn't roll good too. Well, I guess it maxed out on the crit damage, but didn't roll great. It's probably a dump. Yeah, it's a dump. 5-star piece, it has to be like, it has to be something insane for me to keep 5-star piece at this stage. Like this one, like we have a 7 on the crit rate. Looking for, 21. Oh, 20. This is good. Probably good. For a defense-based damage dealer, not bad. Not bad. We'll hold on to that one. Bad glove. Okay. HP percentage chest. I mean, maybe a Taras piece. Maybe a Taras piece. These are some bad helms. Let's see let's see what we get here. Not the best rolls. No speed on it too. Really sucks. Don't really want to use this on this. I think it's a dump. I think it's a dump. So what you could also do to kind of extend the life of, you know, trying to get more pieces of gear out is do something like this. You go to 12 and then you do the rework. I'm not too interested actually on these epic gloves. I think on a Lego piece I would probably do it, but not too interested in that. Using the ores there. Yeah, this weapon doesn't look very good now. You have 1 mil. Just got my first ever yellow relic aspect of Suroth. This one goes for Rotos immediately. I have him. I use Suroth on Rotos, and I use him on like some revivers. Some revivers can be good with it. 60k gems. Nice. That's a lot of silver there, yeah. That's a lot of silver, yeah. Yeah, crafting's good. I mean, crafting's decent CVC points as well, so it's kind of like, you know, good to switch it up a little bit here. Mythical piece, 5-star boot, not the best. All right, you know, we only get to farm lethal what? Once every 3 months, right? So hoping to get something here, something usable. Or at least can like switch up some of my builds. Like these 5-star pieces, not going to do anything for me. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, we'll hold on to that to rework. No, you can't have the 5-star glove. Like you could go 5-star chest. But the 5-star glove, you just lose too much damage. Yeah. We can rework this one, this legendary one. Pain. Actually, I think I have some pieces here. Yeah, 1 piece here. Nope. All right, so let's see what we can get here. All right, let's see if we can land it. Need crit damage on the front. Nope, it's dead on arrival. Nope, that's it. So yeah, using the ores there basically gives me like one extra legendary glove. But obviously, like you still have to get lucky with it being the correct rolls and all that stuff. So, yeah, I think we're still looking for a glove that can change things up for us. Crit damage. We do crit damage glove. We do crit damage here. Guess we're gonna go chest here. Okay, let's work chest then. All right. Chest or glove is fine. 6-star, 5-star. Oh, there's a big one. 2200. This is a big one. 6-star mythical, 6-star legendary. Okay, this one has hope. We got a decent boot. Not too insane. We got a decent boot today. Look at this. Perfect substats. Pretty perfect substats here. But it's on a 5-star piece. God damn it, man. Didn't roll good. No, no good. Not good enough. Not good enough. Okay. HP based nuker stats. Let's see where it goes. Oh, landed not bad. 1912. You want 20 or 21 or higher. And then this one could be higher. This one's average roll, average roll. This one's slightly above average roll. So for HP nuker, it can be okay. We'll hold on to that. 5-star pieces, no good. 6-star, no good. 6-star, no good. No good, no good. No good, no good, no good, no good, no good. It's all crap. Oh, it's all crap. It's all crap. It's all crap. Here, we'll do an ore on this. Why not? No, we won't. It's all crap, guys. Oh my god, it's all crap. Collect that one. That one mythical piece. That one mythical piece is like maybe the hope, you know? We can only hope that we get one good piece. Crit damage here. Alright. Did you find a use for your Geralt? No, unfortunately I did not. You know what? Let's craft the rest and then we'll just sift through the inbox. Let's just do this. Oh, 580. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. 1250. It's probably average. Come on, looking for a big one. 1000. Nope. All right, we'll quick craft the 9 here. Charms. Oh, charms are locked in. Okay, here you go. Oh, that's not bad. 1500 on the last 9. All right. All right, we got all our pieces crafted. Let's see what we get. Nope. 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 This one, okay. Low crit rate. We got the triple. 23. Now it is not bad. Crit damage on the end. Yes! Let's go. Look at this piece, guys. This is a nice piece. 3 months for this. Can you click on the artifact and upgrade, sell, keep, just to skip going in and out of the forge? Is it the dungeons you can do that? No, you could. It's just because I can only I can only craft 10 or 20 or something before my box got full. And then I was like, okay, well, I just might as well just craft it all into my inbox. Yeah, but we got a nice helm here. This is a really nice helm. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's a good helm. It's a good helm. A low roll on the crit rate, but you know, it's still very, very nice helm. Oh, this glove has potential too. A little bit of potential. A little bit of potential. I thought I saw attack percentage, which would have been way better, but let's see what this one rolls. Come on. Triple crit rate. Double crit rate. Still potential. I like it. Come on. Damn it. I don't have a lot of dust, so I don't want to play around with it, but double crit rate, hey, we'll take it. That's good. That's good. Decent enough to use. Oh my god. The one hope, guys. Remember, this is the 6-star mythical piece that I pulled out of the inbox. This is the piece. This is the piece from this entire 3-month session, guys. This is it. Dude, just give them to me. Just give them to me. Quad res? Don't do this to me, guys. Quad res. Yeah, Quinn roll on the speed. Quinn roll on the speed would be nice. Dream mythical. Let's go, baby. Quad res would be hell. If you quad res, would you re-roll? That's a good question. Maybe. Maybe. All right, let's do it. I'm just going to read the comments, guys. I'm just going to read the comments. I didn't look at the picture yet. I'm just going to read the comments. Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! It got quad speed. It got quad speed. It got quad speed. We'll let this last roll go, but man, we got quad speed on this. Oh shit! This is insane. This is an insane piece. Oh shit! This is an insane piece. Oh my god, worth the wait, guys. 3-month wait. 3-month wait, and we got this insane piece. Too bad it rolled this, but man, insane piece. defense percentage off the gate. But insane piece. Oh my god. Quad speed. Hello, YouTube. New month luck. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh man, actually got tiered. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, actually awesome. Actually awesome. Nice. I mean, yeah, right? Yeah, it's insane. That's an insane piece. That's an insane piece. We'll take that. We'll take those. Oh, actually, this one rolled as good as it could roll too for a def. Oh, it's flat defense. Oh, I thought I saw defense percentage. No, this one's gone. Uh, this one, it's gotta max out the triples here. Nope, it's gone. Gone. Speed, no steps, no stats. Nope, that's it. Ooh, that's a pump. That's a pump, guys. That is a pump. This piece, no good. All right, so this is the haul. This is the haul from 150 pieces. Usually I find 10 pieces that are maybe useful, but this is the haul from our 3 months of wait for the lethal gear. So we got this weapon here. It's probably not going to be a very strong keep. It's probably going to be a sell, to be honest. It's not bad. This piece, probably a sell as well. Actually, I'm going to sell it right now. I know it's not going to be any good. This helm, very good helm. Very good helm. It's an epic helm, and my account is kind of beyond epics at this point, but it's very good. Good amount of crit rate on it. A little bit low on the crit rate roll, because this can roll up to this can roll up to 28 on this triple. So it only rolled to 23, which is significantly low, right? But it can roll up to 28 on the triple. So it's a little bit low, but it's got the perfect subs and it's good. Flexible piece. The shield's pretty good. 20 is second highest. Second highest roll. Defense-based nuker shield's going to be decent. To 19, slightly above average, but this is a bit of an average shield. I have lots of shields like this, so this might be a sell as well. Usually top row piece is not easy. Top row piece is easier to get better pieces, and obviously I've been farming lethal for many years, so it's not, it's not something I don't have a lot of. So this shield is probably maybe a sell, but it's not bad right now. This glove, one of the best gloves. Actually, this is the only glove we kept from the whole 3 months. Double crit rate with HP percentage, could be okay, but not holding my breath on this one. And then we have the monster chest here. This is the main event. Mythical 6-piece gear on the quad roll. Oh, baby. So yeah, super nice piece here. I'm glad you guys saw it live on stream. So that's really, really nice. This one's a goner. I rolled the wrong piece, of course. This one is a goner too. It's 5-star piece. No good. And then we got double crit rate speed boot, and then this one's a better speed boot, double crit rate with attack percentage. Now this boot is actually decent. A lot of the nukers nowadays run super fast, so speed main stat kind of makes sense. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're only going to keep 8 pieces from 149 crafts. And honestly, some of these could be sells. Like this weapon could be a sell. This helm is very good, so that's for sure keep. This one's probably for sure keep. This one could be a sell as well. It's kind of average. This glove is kind of average. I do have like double crit rate gloves. So it's not super rare for me, but this is a good glove for a lot of accounts. And then this main event chest is just absurd. And then this boot is just a worse version of this boot. So you could argue to sell this boot. So theoretically, we only keeping 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces out of 149. Four good, like 3 good pieces. This helm, this chest, and this boot. 3 good pieces. So Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, happy you guys got to saw it live. That's pretty cool. What blessing would you give Mikage? 5-star? Probably cruelty. Cruelty is good for all areas. Keeping lethal time gate keeps the excitement level even for all of us, paying or not. Yeah, exactly. And it's one of the ways where I can get like good gear without having to you know try to you can't catch up, right? With paying. I don't pay, so having the gear be farmable is a big bonus, right? Hey Ryan, what's up, man? Welcome. Yeah. Isn't there more in the inbox? 3 pieces for 3 months, 1 piece per month. Triple speed, not quad. It's a quad, right? It's a quad because it comes with the mythical roll, right? But yeah, because you could say it's a quad because usually when you roll the quad on a mythical roll, then you call it a quin or a penta or a quin. I like to use quin. Seems kind of easier to say. But yeah, we might have some more in the inbox. Oh, we do have more in the inbox. Oh my goodness. Good shout, guys. Oh my goodness. We actually have quite a bit in the inbox. Oh my goodness. There's more. There's more excitement, guys. Not that much more, but there's still more. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's go for another. Let's see if we can get a quad here. That'll be exciting. No, this is a bust. Busto, bust. We can take a ore to that. No crit rate. Bust. Resistance. So much resistance. So much busting here. So much busting. I mean, you go triple speed. What if you go triple speed here? No. Bust. A lot of busts here. Bust. We'll take an ore to that. Shield's no good. Helm's no good. And then that weapon's a bust. Okay. We'll take an ore to this. Nope. Dead. A lot of the glove ore is hella gamble. It's a hella gamble, right? Because you're looking for one main stat, and that's crit damage. It's just a massive gamble. You just have to understand that, and then be okay with just throwing the ore away. That's basically it. You're throwing the ore away for one more glove. All right, that's it. That's all the pieces. That's a bust. 5-star piece. Bust. See if we can get a quad here. Oh. 12. Nope, dead. 12 is like the baby roll. 12 is 444, which is like super baby roll. Crit rate. Resistance. Accuracy. I mean, we can go triple speed here. Maybe that'll fit for something. Nope, bust. Resistance. 5 stars. Attack percentage. This one could be okay if it lands all crit damage. I mean, everything else is just not that great. Oh. Hope. Speed. Oh, crit rate. Hey. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. This one, not bad. Not bad. Not amazing, but usable. Not bad, not amazing, usable. All right. Hey, we got another piece from that batch. All right, let's do the rundown here. One more time. All right, so yeah, 149 crafts. We kept 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We kept 9 pieces, and some of these are kind of average. Like this weapon's average. This helm is insane. This shield is above average. This shield for us HP percentage is average. This glove is probably average, slightly above average, depending on where your account is. But for my account, it's kind of average-ish. This chest is the main event piece. Obviously, it's the Insano quad speed roll. I mean, it's a triple roll on a mythical roll, which is basically a quad, 27 speed. Max on this roll is 30, so it's average in terms of the rolls, but you can't complain there. Not a bad boot. Double crit damage here. A little bit average on the rolls, but not too bad. Missing speed overall, but not a bad boot. This speed boot double crit rate is average with the resistance roll. And then this is a better version, and this is actually quite a lot better than the first one. So you could probably just dump the first one here and then just keep. But looks like we're keeping, about 8 or 9 pieces, and probably about half of them are above average and definitely probably find themselves into a build at some point. So really happy with this 3-month session here for the lethal. We got some good pieces for sure. This piece is going to fit on somebody, this chest piece. Not too sure who. I would say probably... Not too sure who, actually. I'm going to look through my champions real quick here. Who runs... I mean, it could be somebody like Carnage. Carnage, attack percentage, speed. Yeah, it could be for Carnage. My Rotos runs Merciless, so it's not going to work on him. And then my Wukong's my other attack-based damage dealer, and he runs Merciless as well. So, yeah, we'll find a spot for those pieces for sure. But, all right. Is the new fusion worth going for? We can't talk about the fusion right now because we're still, strapped for the embargo stuff. But yeah, just stay tuned for the footage and all that stuff coming out. The fusion's happening on Thursday, right? So it's 2 days away. So we should see the footage stuff come out pretty soon. My Hydra team looks like this: Elva, Visix, Ugo, Mithrala, Thor, Ninja. Would you consider trying to get Mikage in there when I fuse her, or where is there room for improvement? You could probably remove Mithrala and put a Hex set on Visix. And she could basically do everything that Mithrala does. But Mithrala does bring you a bit of survivability, like with the shields and cleanse. But the Elva is there for the cleanse and the revive. And then you can just slot Mikage in there. Mikage is just there for damage. She doesn't really bring you like any kind of survivability like that much. Like she does help against like some of the fears. She does remove the buffs, which is really good. Like if the Hydra's got like reflect damage buff, she can remove it or at least reduce the duration of it. So she can be pretty good, but you need a team that kind of, doesn't need that survivability boost, right? Because Mithrala brings quite a bit of survivability. And then I don't think you can drop Visix because the decreased speed provokes very important. You can't drop the Ugo because you don't have block buffs. So the only options you can drop is Elva or Mithrala. So... I think, and those two are your support champions. So you need a team that can survive without them. If you can't, then it's going to be hard to fit the Mikage in there. You only kept 6 pieces, but the 6 I kept, you definitely sell them. Well, I got basically like the max crafts, right? Like I got 149, which is pretty much as obviously there's RNG involved, but I've farmed it with as much efficiency as I could. Basically, I do my Doom Tower every day, so I reached the top level as fast as I could. I saved all my secret room keys for the last day so that I can, spend the keys on the top level as opposed to doing them every day, one by one. So 149 seems about average for me. Usually it's about, between 125 or 150. So 150, when you guys think about it, yes, it's over 3 months, but it's actually a decent amount. I would say, think about it this way, right? How many pieces of Savage gear do you farm in a month? How many pieces of Savage gear do you farm in a month, guys? Do you farm 50 pieces a month? 50 Savage pieces a month. I don't know. It's probably kind of close. And plus you get higher rarity. So you're going to get some higher, higher rarity pieces. So I think lethal, like for, yeah, lethal farming is probably, oh yeah, okay, like every 3 months. It's just every 3 months you have to wait. That's the thing, right? Hey Jacko, what's up, man? Only or chess for bottom row. Fair enough, yeah. Those pieces you just don't have a lot of great pieces on usually, like the ore, the glove, the boots. But the chest and the boot kind of gives you better chances of getting something usable, but the glove is like straight up gamble, right? Like the glove, you only look for crit damage, so it's like a 1 in, I forgot what it is. It's like a 1 in 7 or something. So it's a really tough gamble. But then like the chest, a lot of the percentage stats can be good. Accuracy can be good. Like you're only trying to dodge resistance and the flats. So the chest can be pretty good. Same thing with the boot. You can work with percentage stats, and then speed can be good. You're just trying to dodge the flats. But yeah, the glove, you're just looking for 1, basically, right? Crit damage. So 2x mortals tomorrow. Good time to pull us free to play. I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna go all in on that. Okay, here's the argument. So if you guys are on the fence about pulling for soul stones tomorrow, the argument is if you want to save the soul stones to complete like an event, like a Deck of Fate event or something, because this event dungeon and this Chaos Awakes event is still going to happen for another month. So we're going to be getting some, we're going to be getting some kind of event that might require us to summon soul stones. And if you're on the fence with some of the events on how to do them, like if you can't do them like super efficiently, or you don't have that many resources, then that might be a situation where you might want to hold back your soul stones. But I think generally it's, soul stones are such a rare resource, and then trying to capitalize on getting a big soul from them is probably the best in terms of trying to get a power boost for your account. So I think for most people, it's probably going to be a pull tomorrow. And the small ones generally have lower value anyways. So in terms of, completing events, That BS Deck of Fate the other day. Yeah. That's the standard playbook, right? From that's the standard playbook from Plarium, right? They get you to empty the resources, and then they'll give you something juicy right after. It's just really tough. Like you gotta be very selective, right, on what you're gunning for, right? You gotta be very selective on what you're gunning for. But at the end of the day, it's like if you find a good enough reason to do it, then that's it, right? You just stick with that reason. Like, for example, like tomorrow, like the Mortal Soul Stones, I'm telling you guys I'm going to go for it. And right now, there's no reason why I should not go for it. And if Plarium offers an event like directly afterwards, and it needs Mortal Soul Stones to complete it for some reason, you can't really bank on that, because it's just something that's so like out there that it's not likely to happen, and you're just using the best information you can in the present day. Like, here, I'm using the best information I can use, right? They haven't done any kind of event specifically targeting Mortal Soul Stones. Mortal Soul Stones generally don't give you a lot of points towards events, and this 2x event for Mortal Soul Stones is really, really strong odds for Mortal Soul Stones. Therefore, I will be pulling my Mortal Soul Stones. Like, you just try to come up with a logical reason why you do those things, and then just don't regret it, right? When something negative really happens, because you can't control what they're gonna do. That's pretty much what I mean. You can't control what they're gonna do. Like, they could put out something that really, really screws you, but you just have to be okay with, whatever the result is, because you're just using the information that's provided to you at the current time, right? So we got 4,000 here. I'm just gonna finish off some of these crafts. Frostbite, Bloodthirst. All right, Bloodthirst it is. Off you go, Bloodthirst. 7,000 points. We'll take that. Guardian gear, I still find can be maybe useful, so I want to save that. Instinct gear, Slayer gear. We have a little bit of these guys remain, but I don't have like the crit rate I don't have crit rate charm, so I don't really want to throw these sets away without the proper charms. So I would probably hold that. Do I really care about guarding gear? Or can I just like untouchable gear? I think untouchable is going to be just instacraft. All right, here you go. Ooh, so many points. And then we have to deal with this stash situation here. Look at this. Look at this, man. No training event. We got some really bad events right now for CVZ too, so it's just not a good situation all around. Fusion embargoes have gotten bad. Bait people into new progressive summons before seeing the new fusion on the test server. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I'd say just skip all progressives. Like non-void progressives, just skip it. The odds of pulling the progressive is so low. It's just recipe for disaster, for disappointment. Hey Truth, how are you? If you're doing account container, generally woo and maybe want to build unkillable team. I also like Siege, other people do too. No one asked for the update. I'm happy for the Ram nerf. I agree, yeah. Better to wait for Soul Chase tournament and 2x to line up, or is that too uncommon? It's a good question. I mean, that would give you the maximum efficiency on the Mortal Soul Stones, but it's very unlikely to happen. Where they put the 2x and a chase together, very unlikely to happen. They have been pretty regular with the chase events. That would be something that I would look into. I don't remember when the last chase was. I think it was relatively recently, maybe like a week or two ago. But they have been putting chase events relatively regularly, and usually in the downtime between the fusions. So I would expect another Soul Stone chase to happen between the fusions. So after the next fusion, but probably not during the fusion. Will there be a void guaranteed champ? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff. I heard from some people that there was some confirmation that Plarium was going to give away a guaranteed champion during a champion chase. I asked Plarium directly and they said that's not right. So that's what they said. But it could still happen, I think, and they haven't given away the guaranteed champion for a champion chase yet. Like, in the previously they were doing Queen of Hearts, they did, Odin. But this event doesn't have it. So maybe they give away Karosa. What do you guys think? Do you guys think they're going to give away Karosa as the main prize in a champion chase? That could get kind of wild. Like, you're giving away a mythical champion on a champion chase. That could get wild. Because right now there's no void champion, right? There's no void champion that has potential to be part of a champion chase. You only have Gracchos Turndrake. Like, he's a fine champion. I did a showcase on him. He's a fine champion. He doesn't do any damage, but you don't need him to do damage for him to be good. Decreased defense, block buffs. So he's a legendary Ugo with the passive that gives you additional damage, and he has increased defense, block damage here, and he can chip in a little bit of damage. He also has a team heal as well. So he's a good champion. People say he sucks and all that stuff, but like, I think people are too focused on him doing damage. Think of him as a support champion. And then the other champion here is Balar. So the other option is Balar. I like Balar. I want him for Chimera. He handles a lot of stuff for Chimera. Poison sensitivity, leech, poison damage, decreased resistance, increased accuracy. He does a lot for Chimera trials. And I think because they already did Gracchos' Soul for a champion chase, I think Balar would be the one that would be a guarantee. Like in a Deck of Fate, champion chase, whatever. I don't think champion chase. I think Deck of Fate for Balar. sometime next month. So that would be my guess. So yeah. Hey JD, what's up, man? How's it going? 55 sacreds, 111 voids saved. Bring Karosa? Oh man. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. You want the hippie UDK. Hope he is in Deck of Fate. Who's the hippie UDK? I don't know. I hope this guy is in the Deck of Fate. Like a guaranteed Deck of Fate for this guy, I'll be happy. I want this guy for a Chimera. Grakos, not so much. But they already did a Grakos 5-star soul for him for the champion chase. So I think maybe they're gonna not focus on him anymore and then try to do a Balar. But it's going to be during the fusion. That's the thing, right? Like, so it's most likely going to be during the fusion. So if you're doing the fusion, you might have to juggle your resources to try to do like, a Deck of Fate for a guaranteed champion potentially. But I don't know. I don't know anything right now. They don't give us that information. And when I heard that somebody said that it was confirmed by Plarium, I was like very skeptical because Plarium they'll never give that info out. So if you guys heard anything about guaranteed confirmation about guaranteed champions, I would be very skeptical. This is hippie UDK. This guy is hippie UDK. Why is he hippie UDK? Increased defense. I don't know. Aren't our new champions coming out together with the new fusion? Weren't they rather put in the new ones? They'll be adding some new ones, yeah, with the new fusion because there's gonna be at least one epic new champion. But there's this event that's happening, right? The Chaos Awakes event. So Chaos Awakes, it's gonna last until oh, hold on. Chaos Awakes. Let me check the calendar here real quick. Show you guys what I'm looking at here. Yeah, Chaos Awakes. There you go. So it's gonna last until what is it, June 8th? No, it lasts until August 6th. So there's still another month of Chaos Awake stuff. And that's gonna, they're gonna start focusing more on like, trying to sell off some of the stuff, right? So then you got the Titus fusion happening. On Thursday. And then you have the Soulstone boost here, the Mortal Soulstone boost. And yeah, should be no Soulstone chase happening. That would be something if they put that in there. They have a Karosa tournament happening tomorrow for CVC. I think I'm just gonna save all my energy for Sand Devil and then Karosas tomorrow. Yeah, today it's gotta be a slow day. I mean, I'm not putting any energy into Fire Knight today. We gotta do everything else today. Is Thor 1's A1 technically infinitely repeatable? I don't think so. I think it's just one hit. Let me just double check. I remember I had this question before when I was testing him as well. So it hits the enemy twice, 20% chance to repeat the attack. 20% chance to repeat the attack. So it has a 20% chance to attack again. I mean, yeah, based on the reading of it, it does sound like it could happen over and over again. I'm not too sure, actually. I'm not too sure. Using a 12 hitter, so there is a chance. Okay, so 20 over 20 over 20 over 20. Yeah, there's a chance. Okay. Void Mythical next. Yeah, basically Void Mythical would come. I think they have at least a year before Void Mythicals would come because they can still juice the existing Mythicals. Yeah, they can still juice them. There's not that many of them, first of all, like the Mythicals that are in the pool. So they can start, they can add more, right? They can add more Mythicals, they can add like one to each, one more to each, and then they can add like maybe Void Mythicals. Even then they can hold off, you know what I mean? Like they can add way more like mythical champions to each faction. And they have this one more faction too, right? Don't get too ahead of this last faction. This faction comes out, they'll start filling it up. They need a faction guardian, they need a mythical champion, you know what I mean? So I don't think we're going to see Void Mythicals for a little bit of time here. Yeah, Void Mythicals probably won't happen for a little bit of time. I'd say at least a year. Damn, 10 plus hits. That's insane. And his A1 hits really good too. So that's really good. Thor is one of the best fusions for sure from the last year or so. Very good champion. So happy that he was a fusion. Definitely helps a lot of people out. How far are you in Faction Wars Hard? I mostly just been autoing it. Just have no time to like dive into it. Where am I? 625? Here, 625. I've only completed, I think, 2. So 21 Undead. And then I think Barbarian's done. And I think Sylvan's done. So maybe 3. But yeah. Some of these are really bad. Like Ogren's really bad. You know, I haven't really geared out my Dark Elves. Like I have Aphidus and stuff, but I haven't really geared this out. Bannerlords, like I have Taras and stuff, but I haven't really geared out a team to work super well here. Dwarves, I'm surprised that Dwarves I got stuck here a little bit. Like I have a pretty good Dwarves roster, but got stuck here. Sacred Order. Like I have Alice, but I didn't even gear out to use it. Orcs, I'm stuck at the boss. Again, nothing like specifically re-geared. Skinwalkers, 42. A little bit surprised that I'm stuck there at 42, I think. But yeah. You're close to 900? That's wow, dude. Wow, that's commitment. Watching since the beginning, any tips on Newt? Got him from 1 Primal Shard, also have Toshiro. Oh, grats, man. Newt, I mean, yeah, you need accuracy, you need speed, 100% crit rate, and crit damage. Those are the key stats for him. If you're going to drop one stat, it's probably going to be... It depends where you use them. If you don't use them in Fire Knight, then you don't really need accuracy. But you need crit damage for him to do damage, right? So... Next 2x is, and when? Next 2x would be next week. Not this upcoming weekend, but next weekend. And we just had Voids. We just had Ancients. So it should be Sacred Shards. Should be Sacred Shards next weekend. Yeah, Alice is good. I haven't geared her out. It's just nothing wrong with Alice. I have her built out. Just didn't even bother gearing her out. Like she's booked. Not mastered, but she's booked. No gear. Relentless Newt for Fire Knight hard. Affinity Breaker is niche. I found that the Relentless was messing up some stuff, but that's because I was using Newt in many different dungeons. So Relentless Newt I used for a long time as well. I think for 2 months, so fusions are impossible to me. At what point should I start thinking about them? When you can farm Nightmare difficulty clan boss, so you can start getting, when you can do clan boss at Nightmare difficulty, then you can start getting some of the gems. Sorry, not gems. You can start getting some of the shards, and then once you start getting shards, then you can start seriously considering doing fusions. But then you also need to be progressed like in dungeons. So ideally, you can do like, I think 20 is still the most. 20 is still the most resource efficient. But if you can do like 16, that would be fine. You just need maybe more resources. If you can't even do 16, I mean, you can do 10. It just comes down to how much resources you have. Like you have a lot of gems, then you just spend them here. You need to be progressed in arena, so probably gold 4, unless you want to spend gems. You need some silver. You need about 60 silver over 2 weeks. So, you know, it really depends how much you play, but you need some silver to start the fusion. I have a fusion video if you're interested. So just, you know, how to do fusions. Just make sure you check that out. But, you know, it takes a lot of experience too. So even though you're 2 months in, some people with 2 months experience, even though they're like for example, if I played an account for 2 months, with years of experience, you could probably navigate a fusion still, even with limited resources. But if you're new to the game, it's going to be difficult for you. So you can't just. You probably need more resources. That's what I'm trying to say. Like if you're running it really tight, then you don't have much room for error, and errors can occur, and surprises can occur, right? So, anyways, let's roll up some of this shit and get it out of here. Okay, triple speed, let's go. Or quad speed. No quad speed, you're out. You're out. Look at this. Look at this weapon. It's actually pretty okay. It's untouchable weapon. Untouchable weapon. Come on, man. Untouchable weapon. This is a good helm too. Like good stats. Not the right hit. Crit rate. No, it's dead. Some of these pieces rolled okay, but some of these has good subs, but it's untouchable though. It's almost the worst version of Stone Skin. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, missing R-Man sucks, but I mean, like, hopefully you got Fabian, because Fabian's, like, super insane too, right? This one could be okay. Triple speed. Nope. You're addicted to this game. I can already do Dungeon 20, your Gold 4 and Classic, Demitha, Last Void, and right now I'm doing Masteries for my Unkillable team. That's great. That sounds like a plan, man. Ready to go. Yeah, the game can be like addicting. Like we definitely complain about the game a lot, but it's because we like the game, right? Obviously, we like the game. We play it a lot. I enjoy it a lot. I mean, I play 2 accounts. And I still find a lot of fun with it. So, all right, we still got some Magi Steel here. I just want to nuke it off here. I don't want to blow Affinity Breaker because that can be useful. Guess we just blow some of this. Guardian Gear. Let's see what we get. 7,000 points. All right, let's see. Guardian Gear, basically like regen gear. Looking for HP percentage. Looking for speed. Speed boot. I don't know how many speed boots I have in this set, so maybe I keep one. It's a damage dealer boot. Okay. Seems kind of bad, but I think I don't have that many speed boots in this set, so I'll just hold on to it. Have you tried Tamaria? She is my number 1 pick in Live Arena. Yeah, she has a great kit. She has a great kit. She has like CC. She has cleanse. After her buff, she's really good. Like her cleanse, I think for a 3-turn cleanse, it's one of the better ones in the game, to be honest. And then she has a really good passive too. Yeah, I mean, she's just a solid champion. She's a solid champion. Miss Fabian by 1 rare. Oh no. Yeah, Fabian is massive. Oh, that sucks, man. 1 rare. Hopefully all the mystery shards went in fishing for that rare. You finished the 6th referral account. That's wild, dude. Gold 1, not gold 4. Still confused with the ranks. Yeah, as long as you're in gold, you still get the points. It just takes you, a couple extra gems to get the full points. Because if you're in higher tier, then you get more points. But that just means you do a couple extra fights, which can be, gem related or not. If you're just really active, then you don't need to spend any gems too, right? Just need to be active in the game. I say that like that's a super easy thing to do. What's happening here? It's too much stuff to do, guys. Too much stuff to do, not enough time in the day. You work from home as a developer, so I'm always using every resource. Nice. Yeah, this game is definitely a work from home game. Like it's if you work from home, you can play this game like all day. Like when you need to do work, you just set it to like AFK farm something. What do you think about the new fusion? We can't talk about the fusion right now because we have we're restricted to do so. So based on reading the kit, I think the champion looks interesting, but we'll have to see how it play tests. Personally, I haven't play tested the champion yet, so I can't really offer any hints or anything like that. But I can't do that anyways. It's a void Lego, so void Legos don't come very often. They come maybe like once a year. I think maybe once or twice a year. But because it's a void Lego and Plarium knows that, it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult. So I would definitely, you know, try to plan more resources for the champion. If possible. All right, where are we at for points? 170 points. Am I at the bottom? I'm not at the bottom. These guys haven't woken up yet. Did you manage to playtest the free login? They actually haven't given us access to the free login yet. So we nobody has playtested the free login yet. Let's say that. But on first look, the free login looks terrible. Like it looks terrible, and there's probably no way to make it awesome. You know what I mean? Like it's just some champions you just know are terrible, and yeah, and there's no redeeming factor to them. Did they show the free login? They did. They leaked it out. Somebody leaked it out. I don't know who. I think somebody on Plarium side leaked it out, and then somebody like screen captured it and then just spread it around the internet. And then some of the content creators made videos on it, videos on the leak or whatever. But yeah, the free login should be coming soon, probably right after the Titan event, so or the Coalition event, I think. So pretty soon. But the good thing is we get the soul for that champion, so we do get the soul for it, which is really nice. I pulled around 150 void shards during 2x, pulled Carillon. What do you think about Carillon? Speed champion. You put your speed gear on them, and then they can be your speed booster. Did they show the free? Okay, how do you decide whether to take speed or attack percentage on DPS? It really depends how fast your champions are. So, for example, I'll show you how my champions are built. Keep in mind that for arena, I want my champions to be very fast because my focus is on live arena. So, for example, here's my Carnage. Carnage is 289 speed with relatively low accuracy and relatively low crit damage. He's only 1-star blessed. He doesn't have very high attack. Stone Skin lethal gear. He does have the orb to increase his chances of stealing stuff. He does do multi-hits, a lot of hitting and stuff, so he has a chance to steal when he hits. So that's really good. Lightning Cage, get good value to protect his Stone Skin. And then Helm Smasher for some ignore defense. For him, like I need him to be fast. I need him to be faster than most of my nukers because he comes in with this disabling ability, right? The disable ability, which is really, really good. So I want him to be a little bit faster than some of my nukers. And then we have Empress here. Empress, again, I want him to be slightly faster than some of my nukers. So 294 speed. Yeah, just crit cap, crit damage, high HP. And the reason why I want him to be fast is because he has the ability to remove Stone Skin. So if he gets to go first ahead of my nukers, then he's going to strip the Stone Skin. And then my other nukers can attack afterwards. So it really depends on what you are looking for them to do, right? So here, I have HP percentage as the Ascension. I could go for additional speed. For Carnage here, I have speed and speed, so he goes fast. For Rotos here, Rotos runs a little bit slower because he does have a passive that protects him from getting killed like instantly. So he doesn't necessarily need to take a turn right away. So I do run him with attack percentage boots, but it does have double speed on it. So speed is very important still, right? It's just how you use them. Like Taras here. Taras, I use him for Hydra, and he's basically just there for big hits. So he's there to hit as hard as he can. So he's at 240 speed, so his speed is dumbed down a little bit, but it's because I'm not running any speed on his boots, right? Well, I'm running triple speed here, but he's not running speed up here. So it just depends where you want to use them or how you want to use them, I guess. Harima has defense percentage boots, 264 speed, but it does have a triple speed roll here, right? And how should I gear my speed boosters? Haikatune, in this case, just speed as a priority in the HH optimizer, correct? Yeah. Speed is just speed as number one priority, especially if you don't need accuracy on them. So, you know, you just have to figure out what you want to do, what you want them to do, basically. If you want her to have that decreased speed or turn meter down, then you need some accuracy on her. But if her main role is to speed boost, then you just put priority speed, no accuracy, and just take the fastest you can. Yeah, so yeah, Marius, all speed. I need him to go fast. He does have the strip ability, so I want him to go fast. But my nukers are all pretty fast, like 280 speed. Like the slower ones are ones that can survive a hit. Like Harima has a passive that keeps her alive, so she has ability to kind of survive. Rotos, very tanky, doesn't die very often on first hit. So he can be a little bit slower, but you want, like for me, I want my nukers to be fast so they get a turn right away. So I aim for 280, 290 speed for most of my nukers. And then here's my monkey. The monkey is the other champion that I use for damage dealing. Monkey can be slower because he has a passive that keeps him alive, but I choose to use monkey kind of fast. Just because he is in my speed teams very often, and I want him to try to connect with my speed boosters as easily as possible. So he's run 292. He also has a little bit of a strip ability on his A3. Sometimes I usually don't use this to open, but it can be useful. He has a little bit of accuracy, not too much. 270 is not really enough to do anything nowadays, but he has the option to do so. So I really want to get him to 6-star at some point. I use monkey quite a lot. I really like this champion. And again, he's free. He's a free champion, right? At some point, he's free. Free promo champion too. It does not matter that she just dies right away. Haikatune, not really, right? Like if she's just there to boost, go first and boost, like that's her role. She's not there to, like, what is she gonna do afterwards, right? She might not even need to be fully booked. I don't remember her booking, but she might not even need to be booked. Like if you're just going to use her for this, you don't even need her to be fully booked because then she's just going to use this once and then die, right? But I think she needs to be 60 because she gains speed at 60. Man, that is slow. 97? Ooh. You gotta find a better champion than this. 97? Like increased speed with the 15% boost. I mean, it's good, but gotta be better than 97 base speed. Right? Gotta be. Per meter fill. I guess not that much. Yeah, Haikatune. Yeah, not that much. Creodin? 30%, 15%. Creodin base speed is 99. Apothecary is 101. 15%, yeah, 101. Apothecary would be better than Haikatune because Apothecary has 101 base speed. Haikatune is 97, but Haikatune has the speed aura here, which is very important. And then after that, you're looking at legendaries, basically. Helmet, you wouldn't have Helmet yet. What does Helmet do? Increase speed. Oh, it's not on the same ability. Is it? It's not, yeah. His A1 has turn meter, but it's not on the same ability. Yeah, you're looking for the increased speed and then the turn meter on the same ability. That would be the best. What about this? Golden Reaper? Increased speed 20%. So Golden Reaper would be better. 104 base speed. Yeah, Golden Reaper would work. It's interesting actually looking at some of these champions. Like, wow, there's actually not too many options for increased speed and then turn meter boost on the same move, like in a budget scenario, right? Diabolus? I think Diabolus has a small turn meter boost only. Oh, he's 15% turn meter boost with a decreased turn meter. It's not on the same ability, unfortunately. Yeah, increased speed. It's not on the same ability. Here's 104 base speed. Maybe it's fully ascended. No, mine is ascended. 104 base speed. Faction Guardians 6. Her base speed is 97. I don't know. Maybe I'm messing up somewhere. I don't know. Or maybe yours is ascended. Maybe you put some ascensions in them. Quintus Bill, I'll compare a two-piece Zeo and Stone Skin. All right, good luck, John. What is better for Lydia, 9-piece protection or 9-piece Pharaoh? If you're looking for damage, Pharaoh is better because she lands multiple debuffs, right? She lands 4 debuffs, I think. So she lands decreased defense, weaken. You can land fear. She can land the poison sensitivity, block bust, active skills. And then she could even land brimstone. So brimstone counts as a debuff too. So Pharaoh would be the best for her for pure damage. But like protection does protect your buffs and all that stuff. But for damage, Pharaoh. Which champions have your cat's gaze? That's a good question. I move my cat's gaze around usually, but the champions with the cat gaze is the Marius, my Wukong, my Marius, Wukong, and then my third one. Sometimes I put it on Ninja for my Chimera and Hydra. Sometimes I put it on my Taras for Chimera and Hydra. Let's see where. Oh, sorry, for Hydra. I mean, so right now I have my third one on Trunda. So yeah, but this Trunda should have. But this cat's gaze doesn't go on Trunda. It should be a crown. So I should have put the crown on Trunda. So I have Trunda on my. I have crown on my other Trunda. But yeah, but the other option is to put it on my Harima. So I've been moving my relics around a little bit and then just trying to find like better options. But yeah, that's kind of where it goes. Best free champion raid is Sun Wukong. Yeah, I honestly think. I mean, there is argument against it, but in my opinion, Sun Wukong, like he finds the end game application, right? For me, like I use him in the end game. I use him for PvP, and he's good. He's good from the beginning to the end for a brand new player, all the way to the end. So I think UDK is really good too. UDK is really good too. UDK. 5-star Ascension. Oh, okay. Banner for 6-star, didn't 6-star mine until I had a banner for good speed. When I finally got a banner, I had better speed options for HK. Oh, rip. Haikatune is 104 base speed. Yours is only 5-star. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't got coronet for ninja. Yeah, that's true. I should probably use the crown for ninja. Monkey King for PvP, Ninja for PvE. Free champs used to be good. Now kind of oh yeah, now don't even talk about it. Now it's just terrible, man. Some of the new ones they're giving out just horrible. I mean, they gave this guy out, right, as a brand new player. I think he's okay. He's okay, right? He's okay. He can be okay against bosses. For a brand new player, right? For a brand new, I'm talking about brand new player. He can pitch in some stuff for brand new players. He got the weekend, he's got some hits, right? He's got some hits against bosses and stuff. He can help. But I mean, I think if you still have the option to get Sun Wukong as a promo code, I think he's probably still, he just checks off a lot, right? He's got the big speed aura in arena, so he's going to help you out early. You can run him with no books. He's not going to do any damage without any books, but he can still, steal buffs. He can still block buffs. He can still stun. And he can still sheep. So he can be a support champion. And then once you get better gear, then he can be your damage champion as well. 50% ignore defense. Like even if you don't have a savage set, you can still hit pretty hard, right? So I don't know. I think Wukong is he's just too good, man. There's some argument, like you can say Artak. Artak fell off for me a little bit. Like I don't really use him outside of Ice Golem solo anymore, but Artak's pretty good. He's good in all areas because he's good early. It's easier to build, I guess. High base stats. But UDK as well, a little bit lower. Obviously not great in all content, but he's still pretty good. And of course, the best free champion is Marius. Like if you can get Marius, then he's the best free champion. He's probably one of the best champions in the game in terms of how much you use him. But yeah. Supreme Gaelic. Yeah, Supreme Gaelic can be pretty good too. UDK is the best free champion ever, then Kong. Yeah, I could say so. Yeah, it's an argument. You can definitely argue UDK as well. So I don't disagree that UDK is very strong. Oh, how many bags do we got? We're at 170 points. But I'm going to save all my energy for tomorrow, so we'll get more points tomorrow. I think this fight's going to be a heavy one. It's going to be a heavy one, I'm going to say that. How's everybody's CVC going? Everybody's CVC is going okay? Oh my god. We're facing Czech Republic. It's gonna be I think it's gonna be a heavy one. Like they're no slouch, so I have to mentally prepare myself to do like, I don't know, 1 million, 2 million. Yeah, Krakens, yeah. Currently, my team is a tie with the enemy team. You got Calamitous from the last Promo Shard event, but obviously I have no books. Is he worth using? He's actually not too bad. I mean, he's a damage dealer, so you need some good gear on him. And that's going to be a problem for a new account, is that you have no good gear. So you're not going to get full potential out of him for a little while, but he's definitely usable for sure. But I would probably keep him on the bench for a little bit until you get your dungeon farming stuff ready. Get your stuff ready to go, and then he can maybe pitch in. 300k points behind. Nice. Yeah, it's day 1, so take it easy. Are we getting the 1 hour free re-gear removal of the next patch in the 2 days? Not too sure. Not too sure. I think soon, but I don't know if it's going to be in the next 2 days. They kind of threw that update out to us kind of weirdly, in my opinion. So I'm not too sure. Most mythicals are good without books. True. Personal rewards. Yeah, if you win, it's a good amount of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Calamitous, yeah, definitely got reworked to be relevant. Use him as AoE decreased defense. Yeah, great. I mean, I'm not familiar with his bookings, so he could be still very good without bookings. 100% decreased defense is what you're looking for. It's pretty fun. Nice. With the next update, okay, that's good to know. Should come. They did say it's 24 hours only, so a little bit unfortunate, but and if you think about it, the free regear does cost you energy to get every day. So it costs you 120 energy to get every day because it's going to be attached to that triple dungeon run, that triple you know what I mean, the three dungeon runs or whatever. Oh, sorry, it's going to be 60 energy. Sorry, it's going to be 60 energy. So you still have to pay energy for it, and free gear removal should be every 6 hours. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting thought. Yeah, I don't know. You know, did you guys notice that in the one of the last artifact enhancement events, they moved the milestone further? I don't know if you guys noticed that, but they moved the milestone one milestone over. So the final reward, where we usually think it is, I think it's like 4,700 or something. They moved it to the next one, which is like 50, I don't know what it was, 5,400 or 5,700 or something. But they moved it. So even though we're saving silver, I have a feeling that they're gonna try to get that silver back, guys. They're gonna get that silver back from us. So I wouldn't be too excited. I wouldn't be too excited about what they're giving us because usually they take it away. So they'll take it away in other ways, right? I forgot what it was. They moved it. Um, usually, like okay, usually the final milestone for artifact enhancement is here, but they moved it here. Like this is Dungeon Diver. I recognize that, but that's what happened. It's usually here. They moved it here in one of the final Titan events. So hopefully that's not a thing that they do in the future. Why does my bows look like they're 4x speed? I'm not sure. Do you think Ash Arrow is good for normal faction wars? Yeah, yeah. They lack damage dealers, the Sylvan Watcher, so he's gonna be a good one. I'm early game, level 38. Got Sigfriend. How should I build him? What gear should I use? You just give him your best damage gear, man. Give him your best damage gear. 100% crit rate with crit damage, high attack. He probably doesn't even need speed because if he dies, he's protected, and then you just, use him to slam. Like that's about it. There's not. I don't know how much he's gonna help you though. Like progress though. Gear removal cost should be removed completely. The amount of resources needed for CVC, I'm not sure if it's worth it when you think about it, unless you get an easy win. It's not. It's not really. Yeah, honestly, it's not. A lot of it's like competitiveness, egoness, like having your like it's egos at stake kind of thing. Um, sometimes it's it's something to do. But yeah, usually the resources don't really translate into worthwhile using. Like it's not worthwhile whatever you get back, right? Um, the coalition event's all done. That's done. Dungeon diving. Maybe we do this just to pick up some of the stuff. What's a demon spawn faction that's going to be good for this? I don't even know. We could try something out. We'll just try something out. Let's try 20. Oh, wait. Allure's in here. This is going to be easy then. Allure's in here, right? Yeah, she is in here. Okay, yeah, it's easy. Decrease speed. I mean, this should be no problem. $5,600 is usually for Titan events. I feel like they didn't do 5,600 on the first artifact enhancement, but I have 70 Mortal Soul Stones. Should I open them tomorrow to save for some event? Personally, like I usually save for 2x events. The only reason why you wouldn't pull tomorrow is if you're worried about completing future events, like a Deck of Fate event that really prioritize Soulstone points. But the other argument is that the small Soulstones don't give you a lot of points anyways. So it's a good time to pull if you just want to pull like big souls, right? For me, I'm going to be pulling just the best opportunity to get something impactful. Free gear removal should last 6 days. Yeah, then we'll be stacking them up. Then they wouldn't like that. 66 days in, pull Taras. Congrats, that's huge. Is he just good for PvP, or he also helps me progress in dungeons? No, he's just huge. He's huge everywhere. I actually don't use my Taras anymore for PvP. I switched him up to PvE only. So he's, he's big damage for one of my Hydra teams, and that's where he's going to be. But yeah, he's great. He's great everywhere. Very tanky champion. Hits super hard. Yeah. Hell Hates Optimized also consider the damage from lethal or other ignore damage defense sets where I just run best damage. Yes, they do. So it's great. Yeah, they do. Damn, this team's not fast. This team's slow. I actually don't have great damage dealers for, I don't know, for Demon Spawn. Like a lot of the good teams I see, they have the cat. I don't have the cat. I don't have the cat, unfortunately. 400 points for this? How come? How come this is 400 points? Must be CVC boost, right? Oh, it is CVC boost. Okay. Well, we can run it. Oh, level 20 though. That kind of sucks. 24? 25. Guess we run 25? Can this do 25? Let's see, 25 for CVC points, really. Like, guess instead of her, we could run her. My Kymar hits pretty hard. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's try. Let's try to do something here. Yeah, the double CVC points has enticed me to do something here. I just want to get the points, and then we'll call it a day. I think we'll save the big energy spend for tomorrow. Allure comes in for sure. Imar for sure. And I guess we run Mag. Carnage is already set up. Hold on. Okay, Carnage is set up. Allure A1 only against the boss. Open. Don't use. Open. Open. Let's try that setting. Let's see if it works. I think it works. Hey Athena, how are you? You want to farm Savage Gear, run normal team. Run normal team on FK hard. Oh, I see. Yeah. Show off the nut. Yeah, I can do that. Yep. I don't have Toshi. No, I don't have Toshi. Rewards from turning not worth it. Yeah, that's fair. But we have Karosa. We have Karosa tomorrow, and then we have Sand Devil tomorrow too. I don't know. I kind of want to save my energy for that. But I guess we do have a Dungeon Diver today. which has pretty shitty rewards, to be honest. Better to farm Far Night hard, take advantage of the 777. Yeah, good point. Good point, JD. Yeah, maybe I'll just put in the energy today too. I'm gonna be away most of the day too. It's we started to stream today at what 6 a.m. It's 9:30 in the morning, so I'm ready to pack it up for the day. So I'll probably just set the energy to go, and then I'm gonna step away from the computer here pretty quick. My other account is hella struggling for points. Silver 4 for tag team is just terrible. I have three nuts. But I got those like a while ago. I did the fusion and then I pulled 2 like maybe in 2024. Or maybe earlier than that, I'm not too sure. Don't remember. This is 25. Okay. Not bad. 25. Bad. All right. I guess we're going to do just hard 10 then. Let's see here. How much? Oh, we're going to show you the nuts first. Yeah, so I got one in Savage, 267. I got one in just random gear, 266. Just one in random gear, 280, 266 speed. So 266, 266, and then 267. I usually open with this one because he hits for higher cap, and then he reduces the he decreases the defense. So then the second one's hit can be hit harder. They're not, they have over 300 accuracy to help against Fire Knight. But they're not really maxed out for gear. They just kind of work. I don't even have like relics and stuff on them, but they work for the PvE content and all that stuff. So I don't need to do anything super special. How many kids? Kids? How many kids I got? Where's my team? FK team, there we go. All right, super raids, and then we're gonna just let it run for a little bit here. Let's do 50. Do you care about the CD cap? I'm pretty much there, so right at the CD cap already. Two small stones in the tournament, though. I'm gonna go for those at least. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get the small stones. I saw the small stone, and I'm like, oh, I see the golden chest. The golden chest could be something too. Yeah, I wake up early. That's why it's called Rise and Grind screen. The stream is called Rise and Grind. But that's honestly the usual schedule for me. I'm usually up at like 4 a.m. Because that's kind of the only time that makes sense for my time zone to be able to make content. I can't really make content super late at night because usually late at night for me it's kind of like start of the day for European time, but it's not late enough that the events are starting. So I miss a lot of stuff. So basically I miss a lot of stuff like because of my time zone in regards to raid. So I have to adjust my sleep schedule so that I can be kind of up to date with the whole raid stuff. And then making content obviously takes time, and then playing the game takes time. So, and then working takes time, and then family takes time, and all that stuff, right? So golden chest is my stop for tournament. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I'm gonna do that as well. But I think I'm gonna run down the energy here so I can get the regeneration back. Because I was capped for like maybe 2 days, because there was no good events, and started stocking up some energy from like the weekly and stuff, and then I wasn't really playing that much the last day and a half or so. So hold 14 sacreds, no Lego, no nut. Hope there's 1+1 soon. Oh man, sorry. 6 sacreds, I pray for second nut. Got first this morning. All right, good luck. 1200 energy for 2 small stones, pretty expensive. That's all we got, man. That's all we got. It's true, it is. It is. But hopefully we can win some gems back from the tournament. Yeah, it doesn't seem very good. Doesn't seem very good. Doesn't seem very good. But it's one extra gem that we wouldn't have. One extra stone we wouldn't have. But you're probably right. That's good reasoning, JD. Let's see. In the fire tournament, demon spawn only. Yeah, I'm just running a normal team just because it's 3x savage. I have energy. There's a dungeon diver happening, so I'm still getting a little bit of value from the dungeon diver, not much. But it's mostly just for CVC points at this stage. You're from Portugal, it's 5:41 p.m. I guess you're on the other side of the world compared to me. Yeah, I am. West Coast, North America, so other side of the world. Yeah. Plarium is on basically the other side of the world for me too. It's not 12-hour difference, like 9-hour difference. So it definitely messes stuff up. Like, that's a big thing that like some of the other content creators, like they don't struggle with because the time zone works for them. Like if you live in Europe, like your time zone is way more forgiving than somebody that lives in North America. Like I know like Ash, like Drock, we're North American. I think Drock is, I don't know what time zone he's in, Central Time, but Ash is Eastern Time. So he's 3 hours ahead of me. But yeah, it's the North American content creators definitely like, yeah, it's tough getting the schedule around stuff. So it is what it is. Drock is Eastern? Okay. Yeah, so he's same as Ash then. Yeah, they got 3 hour. The 3 hour difference, it makes a big difference, I guess. So for me, I wake up at 4 a.m. For them, they would have to wake up at 1 a.m., which I guess is worse, or stay up until 1 a.m. if they wanted to do anything with like Plarium updates or anything. So that's not happening for those guys. 1 a.m. I think is a little bit harder than waking up at 4 a.m. Like if you have to stay up to 1 a.m. and then do work, I think that's way harder than waking up at 4 a.m. and then doing work. Like that would be my thinking about it. Or I guess you could wake up early to do stuff, but you wouldn't wake up early either because waking up that early, then the rest of your day is like straight up ruined. I mean, at 4 o'clock I wake up and my day is pretty much ruined too. Like some days my days are ruined too. So is Esme the dancer good? She's not bad. Yeah. The thing that holds her back, I think, is that her A3 is a 4-turn cooldown. But otherwise, she's not bad. She got an A1 team wide attack up. It's not bad. And then speed in all battles is decent. Has the closed door meeting happened yet? I don't know. What closed door meeting are you speaking of? I have not heard of such closed door meetings. Neldor or Creodin for Fire Knight Hard 10. How would you go on building a Fire Knight Hard 10 team if they don't have newts? Yeah, it'll be multiple Creodins or multiple Neldors. I think even with multiples of them, it wouldn't be super consistent because they're not high percentage rates to land. So you still need increased speed, decreased speed, and then probably relentless pieces. I would say relentless on those champions is really good. Can it be done with low speed? Low speed, you definitely need relentless. You need the extra turns. Or maybe a reflex on the ally attackers to get more ally attacks in. That could be useful. Tempting on those 2 stones as well, but calculating on it wasn't worth it. 1200 energy, 2 small stones. No shot on mythical gear and lower CVC points versus better drop rate and higher CVC points. Yeah, fair. Waking up at 4 to play raid, I would never. Yeah, I mean, that's what I do, man. I gotta wake up at 4 to play raid. So, you know, I play raid, make content, and then gotta go to work, you know. That's the thing, right? Like, I have like a regular job. Like some of these guys, like the other creators, they don't have, like, this is their job. Like making content is their job. For me, it's not. For me, I have a regular job, and then I make content just for fun, and then I play raid for fun. Hey. So yeah. Not hard to build. Yeah, not as hard to build because you need him with high crit rate. You need a max crit rate, max crit damage, accuracy, good speed. You need a lot of stats on him. I can't say anything about the fusion, but I haven't playtested the fusion yet, to be honest. So I only know what you guys know by reading the kit. Based on the kit, I think he has potential. Okay, my kid's yelling at me to come eat breakfast. So, all right, that's going to be it for the stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Appreciate participation and all that. So, playing raid for fun, I know, right? Some cover raid while also working on the incoming competitor as well. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, you know, it's not easy, man. Like, you got to play games, you got to understand it. And these guys that play multiple games and can understand and play the games well and then make content on it, like, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But it's their job, so, you know. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it. For me, it's a holiday for me, so might not see me play too much today, I think. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes in terms of overall playtime. It's an AFK game after all, so maybe we can play AFK. Anyways, guys, have a great CVC. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for future content. Appreciate that very much. And yeah, you guys have yourselves a great day. So, all right, take care. Yep, make sure you guys hit that update video up. Let me know your comments or thoughts in the comments below and all that stuff. So, all right, have a good one. See you guys.